that.
No, I'm supposed to tell you that we're starting the stream.
I'm not actually seeing us streaming, unfortunately.
I mean, give it a second. It says end stream.
It's like a 10-minute delay.
10 minute? Who do you think we are, the NFL?
It is quite a long time.
No,
Hey.
it's like a maybe 20 seconds. You should be seeing it pop up any second now. But
Okay. I will say one. Oh, there it goes.
So how do y'all like the new overlay?
I like it.
It's very streamlined. I like the fact that I can talk to y'all and y'all can hear me, and I'm not hearing like a beep, beep, beep crashing sound.
It's also something to be happy about.
I do wish we could order the cameras in our art order. Hey, look, I can have
Give me
wish list
about
items.
2 hours.
No, it's okay.
No, we can do this. I can do this. I just need to import 1, 2, 3, 4 more camera feeds and crop it down to literally just that photo, and then create duplicates and then recrop
Also, it's not
those.
showing us anymore.
Yeah, what the heck?
If I click away from Discord, the cameras go blank. I haven't fixed everything.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
it was
there's
a
not a whole lot.
cross-country move.
There's not a whole lot you could do about that, unless there's something.
Shit breaks in a cross-country move. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can switch it over to using the Discord app as opposed to the Discord webpage. I don't know. How about we play some D&D instead of stressing out the DM?
Sure.
Who is also, you know, the stream manager. Hi, viewers.
Oh.
People watchers.
I need a third monitor.
Yep.
I need a monitor so I can talk to y'all. I need a monitor to have my game notes. I need a monitor for my the stream management tools. There's a cat on the tree.
Yep. That's how I had to do it.
Okay. Let's see here. As a quick recap, Zizva, give us a quick recap.
What? Like I even have my notes out? We weren't getting any notes. We were battling.
Yeah, well.
One sec.
I don't know
Last time.
I'm going to have to try and figure out how to keep the camera feed up while I have Roll20 up.
Oh dear.
Do I get a recap bribe?
Yeah, the DM spending time trying to figure out how to keep the camera feed up while he has Roll20 up.
Okay.
So we named our AI Thoth, and then we talked about the thing where Ingrid's like, all those 100 bodies that were picked up, maybe it was by a thrall. Had a little freak out together with Rail about that. Told him the money we got in. Fairdeer went on a huge rant about public service works and funding a blacksmith just for their own career development. Then we talked about the angel some. Then we talked about Scalara, and Ingrid's like, wait, I have a theory. With the time difference of about a factor of about 100, I think Cadal's only visiting her once a year. And then we're like, hey, Scalara, has Cadal only visited you 80 times? And she's like, no, she's visited me about 10,000 times. And then we were all like, oh, shit, because implications.
Shenanigans.
Oh, no. I think those were all in order in time. For her. For her, it's not timey-wimey.
Time extension shenanigans. Or possibly that she's just a lot older than we thought. I don't know. I don't think we cleared that up.
And, I mean, 10,000 years and she's still on A's. This might be a future group's problem. So then we looked for Reeve. He's gone. He's been helping Devotion, presumably. An imp visited our lobby. The imp. Hey, why don't you explain that part, Fair Dear?
And nothing happened. It was weird. He just showed up and then went away. And nothing happened.
Sassy boy.
Nothing happened.
Fair Dear got his face drawn on by a Rakdos imp as an initiation prank, knocked unconscious, poisoned, and a pin from Devotion's Ring of the Fallen Stars pinned on him. Fair Dear is now both Simic and Rakdos until he gets around to telling his Simic boss that he's Rakdos now.
Yeah.
Don't worry, if you wait long enough, I'm sure
You
someone
might
will let
want
him know
to.
for
You might want to deal with that at some point sooner rather than later.
Then we hung out with Amon. She was making a mini house for our Pixie employee. And she hung out. She was super flirty. She has magic all over her nails and skin stuff. And she showed us her fang by request.
Tongue
Then
too.
Fair Dear and Rail. Huh?
Tongue too.
Hmm?
Well, yes, the tongue was there, but that's not what we were looking at. I don't know what they were looking at. I'm not going to worry about it.
I'm not going to comment.
And then Fair Dear and Rail went to go to the Simic lab to turn in the now Rakdos Fair Dear with the Rakdos pin on his chest when he shows up at the lab is not Simic anymore, but instead they were attacked by a fireball. So, and then at the end of the episode, 3 things that we could have figured out as characters were given to us as information. The glass coin is not a glass coin, it's a diamond. Devotion's coin is not the Void Stone or the tin. He implied his was the Void Stone, so.
Yeah. I was gonna say, who could have possibly expected the Rakdos? What's his face?
Ringmaster?
Truthful. Ringmaster, thank you.
Okay.
And then neither Omen nor Tears have their coins, which I think is something we had assumed. But, I mean, I still think Omen's name is Om because I haven't been at any of the Omen conversations, so.
So,
That's my recap.
So now, Frizz, we're going to just say you were in the background working on bits of stuff. Because that is the easiest way to roll you into this combat. Speaking of rolling you into combat...
Oh, right. That.
Wait, that's not the right one.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone joined Roll20 already, right?
Oh, that works
I don't-
pretty good.
Shoot. I did not open Roll20, sorry.
Yeah, no,
Thought I had.
that's right. Hovering in the air, just maybe 20 feet up, wings flapping slowly, holding a blazing sword in her right hand, is the angel that you believe to be Dominion of the Fallen. Her hair a blazing tangle of fire, her eyes glowing bright red. Y'all need to just go ahead and... The entrance is roughly in this area, so just go ahead and place your characters wherever they would be. And let's
My
go
Ingrid
ahead.
and Watcher are all on.
Why is the game not launching for me?
Your Ingrid and Watcher are gone?
Art. They're all blanks.
Huh.
And the spirit art's not there either that you had made a default. Or at least they show as blanks on here. Maybe when I pull them out, they'll work.
I'm seeing the PC tokens. 1 second, I will...
Okay. It's
I
just
see
a
it.
Roll20 malfunction then.
Do you need to reload,
Yeah.
or...?
They appear with
It's fine. It worked once I pulled them out.
Okay.
So entrance is the middle one though, right?
Yeah, she's, roughly in front of it, yeah.
So, Fair Dear, you just stepped out the middle door for the explosion.
Okay. For some reason, I thought you said. Anyway,
Oh, I may have misclicked the area.
It's okay.
I have roll 20 on the off screen instead of my normal screen because I can't minimize Discord.
Oof.
Thanks, Discord.
That's
Yeah.
not Discord.
And you do.
How streaming works.
Okay, so we need to get Rail on there.
Yeah,
near
we
the
need
front
to get
too.
everyone's characters on there, and y'all need to roll and tell me your initiative. Same thing for your pets.
Yep.
Oh, right, I need to move Mavon onto
I
there.
think it was. Yeah, sure. Hang on. That's.
Watcher's with me, but I'll put his out just to make it easier for later.
I'm trying to remember where exactly.
I would say roughly here because you
Rail
got hit
and-
by a fireball.
Excuse me. Yes. I was trying to say where exactly Rail was in relation to Ingrid.
Well,
'Cause they
Ingrid
were
stayed inside.
talking right when the fireball went off, right?
Y'all were
right.
heading out.
Okay. Right. Okay. I believe Hermes was falling behind, so Hermes might have still been inside even.
Okay.
Oop.
Could have sworn we gave you a different art for that.
I mean, that is the Hermes token.
Oh, then I'm just sober.
So Spirit is my same initiative.
Alright.
And initiative roll. Right.
Y'all don't go unconscious before I even get a turn. Don't do it,
Try
okay?
not to.
Halo, Frizz would probably be somewhere back around the middle of the room.
So initiative for Rail is 4.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Not the best roll to start off with.
Oh my.
She's probably going to have like 23
Weird.
anyway, so it's not really going to matter if ours is low. It's going to be
Why?
lower.
What the hell?
Yeah, but it's-
That is not.
Yeah,
That is the temporary.
It's not the aura. Yeah.
Did Roll20 break?
Yes.
The same.
quite pop.
I don't know.
quite
Actually,
probably.
no. To be fair, it's always been like that. Like, it's never pulled up my like little that art. It's always been that art whenever I pull it out.
Hmm.
I updated it and replaced your token. I have a specific memory of having done so.
No, you did. It has the art like in the journal proper, but the problem is like whenever I drag it out, it's not the right one.
We just need to make you a new token later and delete that one.
We may have to switch to Alba Rodeo at some point.
Probably.
We'll see. Anyway,
Yay. Oh, ow.
so we need an. I
Alright.
just rolled my initiatives on Roll20.
Okay, I'll just I cannot look at Roll20 and my encounter manager at the same time. So I need people to actually give me numbers.
Okay.
Okay. I'm waiting for the
23.
number ranges.
We're not doing that.
Determines
We haven't
roll
done
his
that in a while. Hold on, let me turn down the.
Okay.
Okay, so apparently we missed a week and we've just all lost our stride. It's fine.
You always get mad when I just tell you numbers and say to use the number range.
Like
Yeah,
I said, we've all lost our range. I keep on trying to turn down the volume, and I keep on turning down the main theme instead of the background. Okay. Hi! Welcome to the bonus roll. We're all under a lot of stress and trying to fix stuff that's broken. If I could have everyone roll initiative and tell me your initiative numbers, please.
Okay, I got
14
20.
for Watcher.
14 for Watcher.
Rail has. Okay.
Fairdeer had 20.
23.
23.
Nice.
Alright,
14 for K.
thank you.
What's K's dex bonus since it's the same as Watcher?
2.
Okay, that's the same for Watcher, I believe. So we might have to do a roll off on that.
All right.
Uh,
Rail has 4. Hermes also has 14.
What was your roll off for the 14? Okay, yours is higher. So K goes before Watcher.
Okay.
What's Hermes' dex for 14?
+2. So
Okay, so you need to join the roll off.
Yep. 18.
Okay, so Hermes, then Kay, then Watcher.
Okay, Hermes
Alright.
K Watcher. Ingrid rolled a 7, you said?
Yes, so myself and then the spirit are at 7.
Okay.
I got a 5.
5 for
That still beats Rails.
Hermes. Okay,
I mean, yeah.
and the order
You are one
is
faster than me.
Hermes,
Let's just say Rail's a little staggered by having a fireball go off in his face.
I mean, fair.
Watcher. And I need to roll for Mavana. I need to open Mavana's character sheet. Wow, I'm going to have so much fun jumping between 8 different windows on 2 screens.
Oh dear.
Don't worry, 7 of them are going to be on the same window because you have to leave Discord main on your other window.
You're not wrong, love. You, Mavana.
I mean, if needed, you could just send us the stat sheet for the angel, and then we can take care of that for you.
Yeah, I could. Okay, let's see here. Mavana's roll.
I mean,
-1 is 12. Alright. Woo! Faraday, you're up first.
right.
Also, we are way too grouped up, but that really can't be helped this first time.
Yeah. We might want to scatter shortly.
I mean, Mavana has 3/4 cover. Watcher, Hermes, the Spirit, and Ingrid have total cover.
Well, it doesn't help Rail much, though.
You're going unconscious this time.
So one thing I've noticed so far from switching from Streamlabs to this, buying time while Tux decides what his character is doing, is that my CPU load has gone from 80% to 12%. Like, I haven't even had my
That's a
audio
nice
crash.
difference. Don't jinx it.
Nice.
No jinx.
No jinx stuff. Let's
Okay.
at least get it out of the way at the start. That's my thoughts.
Fair.
Alright, Faraday, what's your plan?
Trying to think.
Yeah, there's a reason I messaged you last night to pre-read all your spells, now that you have them.
Yeah, I mean, I think I want to go with banishment, but
This may be considered her native plane, but that's... I don't know, have fun.
When in doubt, do or do not. There is no try.
I mean,
So you're free to try.
I'm going to try banishment.
Okay. Does that require touch?
No.
Alright, what's the DC?
17 charisma.
Saving throw charisma. Nope. Okay. You reach out and she blips out of existence.
Well, there with that coin. Okay, everyone, heal up if you can.
Maybe we should go inside.
You have 1 minute.
Are
Lock
we
the
still in
doors.
combat time?
I am not going to strictly enforce combat time in this instance, because you have 1 minute. But you only have 1 minute, and then we will resume combat time with Faraday's turn. Because I assume
Right. So she is apparently going to. try to
Doesn't
pull
she
him
blip back
back.
on her own turn, or when does it blip back?
it ends on his turn.
Okay. So, if either of y'all want to heal yourselves up since you've been hit.
Right. Faraday, how badly injured are you?
I'm at 85 out of 135.
Hey, Frizz, there's a fight going on! The angel's
Pretty
here!
injured. I still think we should probably. I'm going to go inside.
Hey, you don't think the explosion keyed me off of that?
Yeah, no, Frizz is very aware, I hope.
Hey, Cathal, we're under attack! Can we get defensive backup?
Alright.
Hey, AI,
Frizz.
can you go tell Cathal we're under attack?
Hey, Frizz, do you still have your electro cage?
Hey, Thal?
We have a minute. We have time. Let's go. You guys want to drive a tank?
What? Okay.
No response from the AI then?
You have 1 minute, and I was going to give y'all a chance to, like, say, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, stuff like that. I will.
Right,
handle
yeah.
NPC's
So I'm going
responses
to
in a second.
cast.
Ever.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level on Faraday.
There we go. Now I know
So-
what people are doing.
Okay, I'm like, was waiting for it to get a chance to get a word in edgewise. So that is 3d8 of healing. Where are my damn d8s? Cleric always needs their d8s. D8. 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 So, Faraday, you regain 4, 7, 5, 12, 16 plus 5 is 21 points of damage. Alright, I'm going to cast it on myself as well.
Okay.
Again, 3rd level.
Okay. Ingrid, now that we have people having, like, what
Oh,
we're doing,
damn. Triple 8s.
you hear Cathal shout, "On it!" from the back.
So
And the AI goes, "Acknowledge, activating lockdown
24 plus
procedure."
5 is 29.
Well, do
Well,
you...
I suggest you
Did we
come
want lockdown?
inside before lockdown.
Yeah. But first off, hey, Faraday.
But
Death Ward.
thank you.
And let's say Mavana. Death Ward.
Okay, so are you going inside because the doors are disappearing?
Yes. And when I'm inside, Ingrid. Death Ward.
Okay.
So that's Death Wards on Ingrid, Faraday, and Mavana.
So,
And I've burned through most of my spells.
guards and wards, triggers for interior. The in and outdoors are exterior.
Okay, then why is he doing the doors then?
The guards.
I had hoped that they would use that for when we got her in a cell or something, but oh well. If it's used, it's used. Since
It
we
is
since
what
we
it
didn't
is.
get it explained, we don't get to use it efficiently this combat.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, is there? We've got very limited time. Is there anything else anyone wants
Y'all
to
got
I
do?
guess
about-
we're getting
before-
in a tank.
Y'all
Are
got
we
about
getting in a tank?
30 more seconds.
Sure. Let's go to the
Okay.
tank.
It is probably going to take y'all more than 30 seconds to get down to the tank. Just so you know.
Yeah, I'm actually going to send. Can I send Hermes outside to telepathically let us know the moment she blinks back in?
Sure. That is totally doable. Sorry, I'm trying to find the thing I had set up for the tank, and it's not on roll 20, which really annoys me.
Fuckity hell.
We to send the thing again.
No, I'm trying to find the image I set up, the token I set up for the tank, and it's gone.
And roll 20.
Oh, okay.
Get your stuff together. Roll 20.
I am seriously
Yeah.
considering.
They did for a bunch of crap. It's not good.
Yeah, I'm
Put
going.
all your crap in the same place and get it together.
Okay, yeah, it's gone. I'm just going to use the token I made for the raid. Okay, so y'all run on down. Hermes reports that she has reappeared maybe halfway down the stairs as y'all are heading for the lab.
Okay, so she is now in the building.
No, she has returned.
While we're halfway down.
Oh, halfway down the front stairs, which aren't on the map. Okay, I get it.
Okay. Y'all are heading down the stairs to the lab to go to the tank, yes?
Yes.
It takes
Yep.
more than a minute to go to the stairs, go downstairs, and go to the lab and get into the tank.
Do you still want to do the tank, Frizz? Yes or no? I mean, this is kind of your big
Frizz?
thing. Do we want to
Fine if
do
we
it
don't
or
need
not?
to. Like,
We can delay her if this is going to be awesome.
it's fun.
I'm not saying y'all can't go to the tank. I am saying
Oh,
that the
I
spell
mean,
has
either way
one-
works. I mean, it's
Frizz, do you
a great
want
advantage,
the
yes, but the problem is that, like, some at the risk of her, like, already breaking in and going to town any of the other, like, people that are in here does not sound fun.
We're on
So we're
lockdown.
skipping.
And we're
The outer doors
Following.
aren't locked. It's already been said, fair dear.
we don't have locks on the exterior doors.
Yeah, y'all have locks on the exterior doors. It's just the doors are not locked down.
Right.
If y'all want to lock the doors on
By
your
guards
way
and
out,
wards.
We lock the doors.
Let's lock the doors.
okay, that's easy enough to do. Is literally
Even if we lock the doors, she has a flaming sword. She's just gonna, that's it. I mean,
Yeah, but
just
we're
saying,
tough.
like-
We'll survive long enough for you to get the tank.
Okay.
okay.
To be fair, like,
out
you
of
only need one
character, I
person to
wanna see
drive
the
it,
tank.
so I could get the tank, and then we could bring it in while everyone else can hop on.
Okay. Frizz, you go get the tank. We'll hold her off.
Yep.
Okay,
So
then I will
since-
go to get the tank while they hold her off.
So since he'd originally declared he wanted the tank, could that have been his 1 minute prep or no?
Yep. Totally.
Okay.
If that's what he was doing, then he would be down at the tank prepping it for launch and can launch it in turn.
Okay.
Let me roll a couple die real quick just to check on something. Okay, wow, that's pretty fast. Okay. Angel has returned. Fair dear. It has been 1 minute. You have been healed. What are you doing?
See, okay, so banishment is an action. So Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
It's a new turn.
Yeah.
Are you doing
this
banishment
is-
again?
Okay, sorry. So can I redo that? Hunter's Mark, then banishment?
No,
Sorry, I got my turn screwed. Okay.
because you can't cast 2-leveled spells in the same turn.
Okay, banishment, that's my turn.
Aren't you out of 4th level spells?
Hunter's Mark is the first.
Yeah, but banishment is 4th level.
Yes.
So you can't cast banishment again.
Okay, new turn.
Yes.
Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
Hence the phrase "new turn" was used. Okay. There's no resistance to rolls for Hunter's Mark. She is marked.
Okay, can I shoot her from here? Like, is there any arrow slots or anything?
Not arrow slots per se, but the door is open enough that you could definitely target her.
Okay, I am going to attempt to hit her.
Go ahead and make your attack
Good luck.
roll.
Okay, first attack. That is a crit.
Okay.
And that's okay. So, shit. It was fouling and something else. Hold on.
Angels playing arrows. Come
Did you
on.
have the bleeding ones loaded? What did you have loaded? I don't
It
remember
was
what you loaded.
I loaded fouling and bleeding, alternating, and I fire two in the same per attack.
Okay, well, I will make her roll to resist being knocked down. That is very much succeeding on that. Roll damage.
1 second.
And did you do the DC 15 check for bleeding?
Doing that now. Or trying to get it to roll now. There we go. Nope, that is a failure on that one.
2d8.
At this point, I'd say we've gone kind of above and beyond, in some cases above and beyond the law itself, to try to avoid bloodshed here. Let's wreck her.
We still kind of need to take her alive.
Okay, wrecking and alive are not necessarily at cross purposes.
I'm just making sure we're aware of that. Fair dear, we need to take her alive, okay?
Wait, hold on.
She set my coat on fire.
6 plus 8.
Unforgivable.
Oh, I might
Okay.
forgive the coat being set on fire if we got some answers about the Fallen and who she was before she died.
Okay, that's 17 for
Yes.
the first one.
That was not the most serious thing I've ever
Okay.
said.
The second attack is 16 plus 7. Sorry, I'm not mathing very well today. 23 to hit.
Okay. 23 to hit or 23 damage?
23 to hit.
Okay. She will shield.
Okay, what do I need to do?
Nothing.
You just don't hit now because
It
of
makes
shield.
her
Oh, shit.
AC 20. 18. Yeah, it makes her AC 24.
Okay, I forgot I hunter's marked her, so that's 10 additional damage from first hit.
Okay.
Apologies.
So she has, I guess, 19 AC base,
Yep, right now.
and then
It's that.
Alright, that's action, bonus action. Do you have any movement you want to make?
did you roll the extra bleeding damage?
It's not her turn. I haven't rolled.
Oh, okay.
Movement. Go ahead and back up here, and I'm gonna put Carrie behind. And I think that's my turn.
Alright. It is her turn. She takes 2 bleeding damage.
Right, I forgot to hide. Whoops.
Alright. Everyone is still inside, so she is going to fly up 10 feet out of view of the doorway. And since there's only one target outside, she will cast Firebolt on Hermes.
Aw. Man. How's she know he's a familiar, even?
That is a 10. I don't think that hits Hermes.
Probably observing us for a while, and also we
well-
came to her home.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it has
her-
And the
3
third eye.
eyes.
Well, yes, but aside from the third eye,
What?
And the gold
Uh,
wing etching.
She has true sight, so maybe
Yeah, I
that gives
forgot.
her some sort of idea.
What's
I don't know
Hermes
about
AC?
12.
12. Okay.
So yeah,
that
the firebolt.
misses.
Firebolt misses.
All right. So a little annoying. Bonus action
AFK for
spell.
1 second. I'll be right back.
She will cast Expeditious Retreat on herself with her bonus action. And in turn, it's now Hermes' turn.
Alright. She cast Expeditious Retreat but didn't move. Okay.
It's probably so she can use her flyby attacks even more effectively.
Yeah. Yeah, Hermes is going to move to within 5 feet of her,
Okay.
and how's the help action work again?
You say I'm taking the help action, and then the next who you're helping.
Yep. I'm going to say Hermes is helping. Hey Ingrid, you planning to attack?
Sure, but it'll only
And-
help on one of my beams.
Still a little help. Helping Ingrid.
Okay.
So, yeah. Hermes is flying up and just kind of. You ever been attacked by an angry crow? Not actually hurting, but just fluttering on your face, beating you in the face with your wings. Very undignified.
Alrighty. That's Hermes' turn. Kay
Bird
is
droppings may or may not be involved. Sorry, who's it up? You
up.
said?
Kay,
Okay.
the dog.
Okay, okay.
Kay is acting independently. I think he's going to go run off to cover.
Okay.
Because until he's trained as a sidekick, he can't attack on his own as a non-hunter pet, right?
Mm-hmm.
He can just do heal people with potions and stuff from his little doggy rescue collar.
35, 40. These are the stairways, right?
Give me that.
Or yeah, sorry, I need it. Is this the stairways or am I?
Those are the crenulations on top, but that is roughly the same location as where the stairwells are. Yes.
Okay, he's going to go. I think that's about. We'll just say that he's going to the bottom level,
Okay.
the dormitories.
Okay. Anything else for Kay? Nothing else?
Anything else for Kay?
Oh, that's it.
Watcher is up.
Watcher is getting out the scroll of Earthbind from my sack and passing it to me.
Okay.
Smart
and
dragon.
then hiding under my cloak.
Alrighty.
Aww.
Well, does that take an action or a use object for that?
Use object.
Okay, if that's a used object, Watcher does have an action.
Oh, wait, you mean to pull it out and hand it to you? Or to what?
Yeah, is that an
That's
action?
just a free action. That's an item interaction.
Okay. Then if that's then Watcher still has an action, if so.
Mhm.
Watcher is going to dump the potion of heroism on me.
Okay. He kind of
Very nice.
spritzes you with it.
As always, Watcher is the brains of the operation.
Watcher has been spending a lot of late nights going over what we're doing. A lot of them, because Watcher doesn't sleep either.
Oh.
Alright, Mavana's turn. If that's everything Watcher is doing.
Yep, I'm adding my temporary hit points right now.
Let's see here now. Mavana will cast Aid on 3 creatures. On herself, Fairdeer, and Rail. So all of your maximum HP goes up by 5.
Okay. Right. Not sure how to do that on the sheet. So I'm just
Click
gonna
on
put
your current
5.
max HP. It'll open up a window. Go down to the bottom where it says max HP modifier or override max HP,
Aha!
and just
And
enter
5.
in 5 higher on your override max HP.
Okay. Cool.
So that puts her up to 94. That was her action. She is going to. She's going to stay by the door and hold a dash to follow Rail if he goes outside.
And aid only
Or,
was her and Rail, right?
No, her, Rail, and Faradir.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Okay. 'cause
Does
I didn't
that
figure it out.
heal at all? Like, did it affect how many hit points I
You-
had at the
You
time?
gain 5 hit points, and your max goes up by 5.
Okay. Cool.
Oh wait, no, that was an action, so she can't hold an action. So she's just going to stay by the door to follow Rail out if he goes out. All right,
There should be a 1 on 7.
Ingrid, you're up.
Okay, so Ingrid's gonna wink at her little dragon and shout out, "Watcher, get the poison coin the Azorius man mailed us out." And then go to the front, object interaction, unlock the door, and start non-lethally shooting.
All right, you have advantage on your first attack roll.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to aim toward one of her wings with the intention of, if I can push her, I want to try to get some with Eldritch Blast. I want to see if I can get her to spiral or anything.
She is above you, so you'll be aiming up.
I know, but I just want to aim for a wing to see if I'm aiming for one side, if I can put her off any. So let me go ahead and do the first roll.
Okay. She is still under the effect of shield. So
It ended on her turn.
until the start of your next turn, you have 5.
Uh-huh.
Oh wait, yeah, no, it ended on her turn. Right, Faradir went before her. Sorry, I'm not used to Faradir rolling higher than me.
Okay, so mine is 2 hit right now, is with advantage for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
1d20 plus 10 plus 1d4. 31
That'll hit.
and 23. So 31. It did not show me what my d20 was, though. Let me see if I can change dice specs.
Okay.
Oh, I already went off of the 31. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit reroll until it hits 31 again. Gosh. I can't see if I had a crit or not.
Just make a new roll.
Okay, I had a 31 and a 23. I just don't know if my 31 was a crit.
Okay, what's your... Okay,
I have a
understand.
plus 10. I have a d4 and a d20. I don't know what the two were.
Okay, I understand.
So I was just going to re-roll till I got a new 31 for a second here. So in the new dice mode, so I could see it had it on the wrong dice mode.
Okay.
Never mind. I'm just going to roll as is. That really sucks because that could have been a crit. That's 1d10 plus 5.
Okay.
Is 12. And I was pushing on one side of the wing to try to get her balance off.
Okay. Give me 1 second to make a... Since you're not hitting her full on. 16. I would say that she... what is your spellcasting difficulty?
What are you asking for?
What is your spell save DC?
18.
Okay. I would say that she doesn't quite destabilize, but she does drop several feet.
Okay. That was for math, that was a 1 in 20. That was a 25% chance that was a crit. But at least I have my dice thing in the right mode now, so it'll show the numbers separately. Okay, so next beam, no advantage, but with aid. I mean, not aid, bless. Because of the potion.
Mm-hmm.
17
That will not
should
hit.
be a miss. 21.
That will hit.
Okay. Do you want me to just roll the other 3 for my bonus action first and then do it at once, or?
Your call.
Okay, well, the second one did 9 damage, or the third one anyway, because the second.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. 20 to hit.
Uh-huh. That'll hit.
That was the 4th beam.
Mm-hmm.
6 damage.
Okay.
27 to hit. 5th beam.
That'll hit.
Eight damage.
Okay.
And 12 to hit will miss.
Alrighty. That was action, bonus action.
Yep, and I've already moved, so I believe the spirit's up.
Uh-huh.
Spirit is going to go up and attempt to grapple.
Alright.
luck.
That is athletics versus either her athletics or agility. So, make your grapple roll.
Okay, it's not going to be very good, but we're going to let it try anyway.
Okay.
So, since there's not an athletics, it'll just be a strength.
Yep.
Did it transfer?
Yeah,
Huh. Well,
Uh,
not bad.
and I rolled a 24.
And, okay, so it has 2 attacks.
Mhm.
Easy come, easy go.
Are you going to try and grapple with the second one?
Um... to try Ghostly Touch with the second one, because I want to see if the necrotic damage hits or not.
Okay. That is that a saving throw or an attack roll? These are new stat blocks and I haven't memorized them yet.
Oh, that wasn't... Well, that wasn't its hit. That was the... Hit? That's the damage. Where is its... My spell attack modifier. Okay, so I need to go to my sheet to do it. There we go, 19.
Oh, hi, EQ. 19 is exactly what you needed.
Okay, if you want, you can take the damage already there, or I can re-roll it.
I don't... Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, summon undead damage. Okay, that's the 1d8 plus 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ingrid's watching her closely to see if she takes any damage.
Make a perception check.
It came out as a 9.
Did not seem to do a lot of damage.
But could she see any damage?
I mean, it looked like it hurt maybe a little.
Okay. I mean, also, I guess it was 4 points, so.
Pity damage.
Frizz is up.
Alright, Frizz, you're up.
All right. Where am I at right now?
You were heading down to the lab. If you had left right at the very beginning, I would say you would be heading to the tank about now.
Okay, then I would be going to the tank and like hopping in and starting it up.
Okay. So you're launching the tank.
Mhm.
Do you want to go ahead and give a description of it?
Sure, yeah. So essentially, think of a tank with like 4 treads, like 2 on each side that are like side by side, with the middle piece of the actual like part of the tank having, I believe I said it with.
Like an H pattern tank.
Yeah, but it has like heavy like iron walls on the front to protect the driver, and on the side just by the where the 2 essentially like they're essentially, I don't know, lightning railguns, and then 2 large harpoon like things beside it. But while the tank is moving, the treads can actually flip down like spider legs. It can climb stuff. You know how like kind of how like the Batmobile did in like Justice League, like that.
All right.
Okay, that's
And-
pretty
Yeah.
boss.
As you launch the tank, the ceiling above you grinds and slides back, a portion of the floor lifting up. What is the size of the tank again?
It's huge, I believe.
Huge is 3x3. Large, huge, yeah, 3x3. So we'll just use this until I fix what roll 20 broke. That's, I believe that's 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. And you are currently occupying the helm.
All right. Can you drag me on top of that, like from the front?
You're good.
Cool. Okay, then I can move it. How far did it take to move it here?
It took about 20 feet to drive it up.
20 feet. All right.
She is currently hovering about 15 feet above the ground.
Yeah.
So is the spirit in Hermes, I believe. So you could go right under him.
I could, but it's not going to do much help if I go under them.
Can you aim upwards?
He can't fire it. All he can do is
I
drive
can't
it.
fire while driving. Yeah, and I can run stuff over, but the problem is if I run stuff over, it's surrounded, so it's not going to be ran over. And it's up in the air, so it's not going to do anything.
What you're saying is, if we bring her down, you can just run it over and just pin her.
Yeah. What I
Alright,
can do is pull it. Let's see. Here,
To block the door?
partially,
If you want.
because the door is what? Here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, watch.
Because if I do that, it'll offer partial cover, but also I can then move and then access the other weaponry and aim at her. So if I
Also,
move it
keep in mind, sharpshooter.
So here.
I can shoot off of it.
one more back. One more back. Into that square that
Okay.
I'm trying to make with that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I will use my bonus action. Driver, I can go ahead and just break it
Mm-hmm.
so it doesn't continue going. My action was to drive it. And I'll stay in the helm in case I need to make any saving throws or
Okay.
anything. And
Uh,
yeah, that'll be it.
all right, Rail, you're up.
All right. So I am going to move. Hang on. We need a ruler. 10, 15. If I move here,
Mhm.
does it give me line of sight on the angel or no?
She was up above the door line, so she couldn't be seen. Then she dropped down 15 feet. Let's see here now. 30 feet distance by 15-foot increase at an angle. That is a squared equals b squared. A squared plus b squared equals c squared is angle of 45 degrees.
That's right, kids. This is why you take geometry. Trigonometry.
If you crouch down, you would be able to see her.
Okay, so I'm going to do that.
Remember, assume
So
that
move.
the sight line is at the head and not the feet.
Right.
Especially if you're a
we never
video
established. No, we never established exactly how tall Rail is, but whatever.
He is 5'2".
I think Rail's a little taller than that.
I was 6'2".
Rail would
You've
think he was.
said it a few times in game, and we've had comments that you and Faraday are the same height.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, Rail, Faraday, and Frizz are all 6'2".
Yeah.
Fair.
Ingrid was almost 6'2" for a little while.
No, she was not.
All right, so I am going to cast. Oh shoot! Dang it! I can't cast a first level spell and a high level spell in the same turn. Right? How long have I been playing this character again? I am going to buffer attack. I don't have line of sight on Ingrid, actually, do I? Oh, she's in 30 feet.
It'd be tight. You can probably see the edge of her around Mavana.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Bless.
I'm already
She's
blessed.
already blessed.
Oh, you're already blessed. Dang it.
Yep, heroism. Well, actually, no. Let me read
It doesn't.
the
Bless
heroism
effects
potion.
don't stack. I looked it up ahead of time.
It doesn't, or it does?
It will not.
Okay.
It doesn't what?
Stack.
You all were. Doesn't
It will
stack?
not stack.
Dang it. Alright, so much for that idea. Oh, so you know what? Yeah, I will cast Shield of Faith on Mavana, who is between me and the big scary angel. That's a bonus action. And then as a full action, I will cast, let's say, Produce Flame on, hang on, what's the range? 30 feet. Am I within 30 feet? I don't think I am within 30 feet of the angel.
Just
Not a
remember,
huge
Shield of Faith
word.
is concentration, so you won't be able to do anything like spiritual weapon or anything else that's concentration. Okay.
That's part of why it's slightly OP. I was planning on doing Spiritual Weapon that next round. But yeah, I will cast Produce Flame and make an attack roll against the angel if it's in range. Is that within 30 feet?
She is within 30 feet of you, yes.
Gyrnos?
Can you not hear me?
Said yes, she's within 30
Hold on.
feet.
They
Okay,
can't,
that's,
I
I
can,
didn't hear it for some reason.
yeah, y'all can't hear me. I can hear y'all.
Do we still have Twitch?
That's more than every other time.
Okay, that should have fixed.
Yes, I hear you, and I can see you.
Yeah,
Cool.
Discord froze and
Alright, so
my
I'm going to make an
audio
attack
crashed.
roll before I screw anything else up.
Cool. Produce
I
flame?
threw the die entirely out of the box. I'm going to roll a different die.
Okay.
Fuck. I'm going to... Where did that die even go? Okay. I'm going to roll into the box this time. I don't know if you all could see that. Two dice in a row went into the box, and then... Of course, now I can't do it. But like I went... I threw the die in, and it bounced out of the box twice in a row. Of course, now that I'm trying to do it, I can't do it. So I'm going to roll into the box and roll a 5 plus. Yeah, it's gonna miss, I'm sure. 15 is the attack.
Sorry, no.
Yep. So little ball of fire streaks past, does nothing. That's action and bonus action. I am then going to move here another 5 feet to support Mavana.
Okay.
Hopefully she doesn't fireball our asses again.
All right. So, end of Rail's turn. She is going to use a legendary action to use Diamond Unmind. Everyone within 40 feet of her immediately loses concentration.
You've got to be kidding me. Well, that was a nice spell. Alright.
Wait,
Know thy enemy, I know.
All right.
that is concentration or not just that?
Hunter's Mark is concentration, yes.
Yeah, did it?
What does this look like from our
I mean,
perspective?
if you're 40 feet, you do. That's the thing. So you are 40 feet.
Yep.
So yes.
She glows and pulses with this scintillating light, and a wave of energy just rolls off of her, and you can feel the magic that you're concentrating just snap.
It's like, wow, that's really pretty. What was I doing again?
All right.
Lose concentration.
Top of the round. Fairdeer, you're up.
Second. YouTube. Wow, I had that right up, now it's gone. Sorry. Okay. I'm at 40 feet from her, so I'm going to move up 10. Going to use. Okay, so with Planar Warrior, it says next time you hit the creature. If I do that before this turn, does that mean that applies to this turn or next turn, regardless of when I do it?
When you use it, the next time you hit a creature.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that first. I am within 30 feet, I believe, so.
And everyone who has inspiration, i.e. Frizz and Fairdeer, remember you have it in case you need it.
Okay. First attack. It's gonna be 14 plus 7, 21 to hit.
21 to hit. She'll burn another shield. Then go up to 24. So that misses.
Yeesh. Making her burn stuff at least.
Second attack is 17.
And we don't have Cathal doing support anytime in the round, right?
Not yet. She has to get to position.
Okay.
25 to hit.
25 will hit.
Okay. So, man, if it was a crit. Okay. That's 5, 6, 12, 18. Hold on. Wow, this 2 computer setup is awful. 18, 19, 20, 21 damage.
Alright. she will burn an Argent charge and take half damage for the rest of this turn.
Sheesh.
So the whole turn sequence, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no one said it'd be easy.
No, they did not. Keep in mind, Fairdeer and Rail, you each have a set of manacles.
If we ever get close enough to use them.
Well, we'll either be dead or close enough to use them, with her unconscious, probably. Or, the retreat scenario.
As the arrows hit her, her skin flashes, revealing a diamond-like sheen to it.
Oh, they were also bleeding and fouling
Okay.
as well.
I will
Alright.
make that Okay. First is strength. She drops to the ground from the fouling arrow. And she takes another wound from the bleeding.
So she's
Those are
got
some-
2 to roll now of 1d4, right?
Yep.
Those arrows were worth the price, I'd say.
Yeah. She's on the ground.
Yeah.
If people want to kind of dogpile on her, restrain her, that would be nice.
Yeah,
It's-
that seems
or-
like an excellent idea.
Run a tank over her. I don't know. Not too picky.
All done?
I mean, I can try.
I mean, she's
Yeah.
after you. She's gonna get up.
Yeah.
So, you gotta keep your
I-
discussion to 6 seconds. We're battle time. Come on.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything I can do.
Okay. At the end of your turn, she uses 2 legendary actions to cast haste on herself. Her turn, she will use Diamond Mind to remove the concentration effect from haste by using one of her legendary actions. Okay, let's see here now. Let me read Haster again real quick. It's been a couple weeks. +2 AC. So yeah, she has her...
Well, wouldn't removing the concentration remove haste?
No, it means she no longer has to concentrate on haste.
Okay, so it's a different thing than the other thing she did.
Yeah, no, she lost her haste, which is why she had higher AC when she used Diamond Unmind.
Okay.
So now she is using Diamond Mind to remove the concentration rider from haste.
Lovely.
Alright, so that puts her to advantage on dex saving throws, additional action each turn. I forgot about the additional action. Alright, so that took her main action. She has an additional action from haste. She is going to spend half her movement to get up, and Ingrid is her primary target, oh wait, hold on, I forgot to roll her bleed, sorry. A lot of effects going on all at once.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's 4 bleed damage.
And that's rolling 2 1d4, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Roll double 2s. Let's see here now. Yeah, she spends half her movement, so she has 50 fly speed still. She is going to... Wait, does she have flyby attack? I can't remember if this is a version of her that has flyby attack. Yeah, this one's flyby, so she doesn't provoke opportunity when she flies out of an enemy's reach. She's going to fly up to Ingrid, and she is going to use her attack action. With her flaming longsword. Makes 2 melee attacks, so longsword. That is a 23 to hit.
Okay, I think that would hit even with shield, so because I have 18 base.
Yeah.
So no reason to use shield on that one.
Okay. So you take. Why'd you do slashing damage twice? Hold on. We missed that week, and I lost everything I remembered. Okay, so she's only using
all
it
good.
one-handed. So, you take 5 slashing damage and 21 fire damage for a total of 26 damage.
Okay, so that'll take away my 10 temporary hit points. And then I will take 16 damage after that.
Uh-huh.
Right? Okay. Noted.
Alright, and that's the end of her turn. Hermes is up.
All right. Hermes is going to, having somehow survived this long in the battle, fly up and use the help action.
Alright, who is he helping?
So let's say helping Ingrid, because Ingrid's acting before Rail is. Help Ingrid again. Actually, you know what? No. Help Frizz.
I thought you just helped with the target and then it was the next person that hit.
Is it? I have been reading four different systems, and so everything's a little muddled right now. Yeah, it is.
I had to open it up because I forgot how it worked.
Yeah, it's just the next person.
Alternatively. Oh, okay.
Because if it's help for an ability, then it's a person. But if it's distracting a creature, it's whoever's next.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, Hermes is going to use the help action.
Alrighty.
Hermes poops on devotion. Not devotion.
This is Dominion.
Dominion.
Devotion's like what?
D-word. Assorted D-words. All right. There's too many D-named demon angel things in this game. I can't keep them straight.
I have no comments.
But yeah, okay. So that's Hermes' action.
Alrighty. Kay is up. What is Kay doing in the barracks?
Running into the bedroom, probably.
So Kay's not staying around to heal anyone. Kay's just going for cover. The doors are locked inside.
Okay. I think he's just going to kind of stay in the stairwell.
Okay.
I went fuzzy.
I went fuzzy?
Yeah.
Oh, no, mind it, but it's better.
Oh.
Well, no, Meryl is a little fuzzy.
I mean, only when I haven't shaved.
Alright.
Okay.
So Kay's just staying in the stairway.
Yeah, for right now.
Alright. Watcher?
Does Watcher have the ability, if he gets the coin, to tap her with it to see if she's poisoned? Like,
I would require a touch roll.
okay. Well, I'm just saying, like, it's not technically an attack, but it causes stuff. I wasn't sure.
It would be a use action roll, and I would make you roll probably your dexterity. Roll Watcher's dexterity. Just a flat d20 plus his dexterity mod.
Okay, we'll do that. Watcher's going to get out the poison coin mailed to us by the Azorius guy.
Yes, I understand.
And then he's going to just stay ducked back under the coat, curled up with the coin.
Okay.
Aw,
He's very like,
doing his best.
Alrighty. That's everything for Watcher?
you know what? He's actually going to throw it back in the bag. He can try again later. Let's go with safety. I don't want her to abduct Watcher.
Okay.
Then that's all for Watcher.
So yeah, Watcher pull the coin out, fiddle with it a bit, and then put the coin back.
I mean,
Yeah.
he is a pseudo dragon.
Mavana
It's his
is up.
horde. Oh,
No, it's not. It's
Mavana is going to do her job and stay by Rail to protect him. She will, however, cast. Nope. Yeah, she'll cast Protection from Good and Evil on Rail.
okay. Can I suggest to Mavana that we might want to get a little bit more distance between us and her?
Well, she's not going to move without you.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so disadvantages on attack rolls against Rail. Can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. Okay. And that's the end of Mavana's turn. Ingrid, you're up.
So she went ground level to attack me. So she's still ground level, right?
She's like 5 feet up off the ground.
Okay. Let's go ahead and just do some more hits. Hits are good.
It's hard good against enemies.
So I'm just going to do all the hits at once and then all the damage at once because that's a lot easier with this app than switching back and forth because I have to enter it each time. So 24,
Okay, hit.
12,
Nope.
13,
Nope.
20.
Nope.
Her shield's gone, isn't it?
Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry. Yes.
20 should hit.
Yeah, 20 will hit. Sorry.
23.
Yep.
And 24.
Yep.
So 4 hits. I did not roll either of those with. I didn't roll with the additional 1d4, but it wouldn't have made a difference on the 12 or 13 anyway, so that doesn't matter. I just need to remember better next time. So that does 4d10 plus 20, 42 damage.
Okay. She is going to burn her last Argent charge to take half damage for the rest of this turn.
I want to try to aim at the wings to put her off balance and I wanted to scoot to here while doing it to try to push her closer to the tank.
Okay, hold on. I was updating her health points. Click where you're trying to push her to.
Well, I don't have exact control of it. It's Eldritch Blast. It happens with the movements.
Yes, but
So,
you said
I'm-
here, and I wasn't looking at the screen, so I just need to know where you were trying to push.
okay. So I said I was intending to step down.
Okay.
So it would be at this angle to put her closer to the tank and try to aim for the wings to destabilize her flight as much as I can when doing it. Like right wing, left wing, then 2 more right wings kind of thing to like throw her off balance.
All right. What's your spell save DC again?
Plus 10. Oh, save DC 18.
18. Yeah, she drops back to the ground from you destabilizing her wings and gets pushed back.
Okay, so she would, yeah, that would be about where she would stop because she couldn't go further.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
Me? The spirit is next, and the spirit's not on the initiative order for some reason.
Because it just acts after you.
Okay. So it's going to try to do grapples again.
Okay.
I don't know. She's in a position to possibly be trampled, so I think it'll do attacks. Let me pull up its attack. Okay, so it uses my spell attack modifier, so back to my sheet. Did that transfer? 20 to
20.
attack her.
Um, let me hold on 1 second. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, she'll go ahead and use her third charge of shield to go up to 24 AC.
Okay, well, let me make it its second one will be a grapple.
Okay.
Which shouldn't do it.
Uh,
And then it's going to stay right there.
Oh, she has to roll to. Yeah, no. No grow.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Actually, it's going to go incorporeal and move back 2 because of the tank.
Okay.
And then go back corporeal at the end because it wants to.
All right. At the end of the spirit's turn, she is going to use 2 charges, 2 legendary actions, to cast Expeditious Retreat again. When she casts it, she can move up to her movement speed.
Mhm.
So she's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
I almost had her set up for you, Frizz.
It's fine. Does she move in the air at all?
Yeah, she is back up 5 feet above the ground.
Okay. Well then,
All right, Frizz, you're up.
so it's my turn now, right?
Yep.
Cool. I will go ahead and spend 2 sorcery points to speed up a spell that usually casts 1 action.
Mm-hmm.
That spell being Tasha's Mind Whip on her. She will need to make an intelligence saving throw, DC 18.
That's a natural 20 for 25.
She will only be taking half of 3d6 and not any other effects.
Okay.
Will be 10, so 5 psychic damage.
Is that already half from her resistance?
And yeah, it was 10
Okay.
and then half with her.
I was
Oh,
about to
so
say,
not
you
with
said-
resistance, so
Yeah. Thank you for taking that into account.
and then that won't really do anything. So let me look at a thing. Instead, moving's not going to help much. I'm going to stay in the cockpit though. I'm not going to move anything because if
To
needed,
boost
I can
cover.
do something else. But also, yeah, better cover. The weapons will do less damage to my spell. I can't use the net because there are people around her, and I kind of don't want to capture everyone and then electrify them.
Yeah, we could take it.
And
Says
Firebolt
not that
because
close
it's
to
a
her.
cantrip.
Hermes is in the way. Oh, we
Alright.
can take it.
It doesn't.
I'm kidding.
Listen, if we give
It's lightning
Hermes enough
damage.
bacon, he'll forgive anything.
So that'll be a spell attack for 3d10. If it succeeds, the spell attack will be 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
It'll be 3d10. Let's see, that is a d8. That is a d8, not a d10. God, they look so similar.
Yeah.
That'll be a 10, a 7, and an 8. Okay, cool, I rolled high. So that'll be 25.
All right.
5 fire damage.
25 fire damage.
And I won't use any. Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, 1 second.
She's a fire main angel, so
Resisted or just. I mean, yeah. It's
All right.
any of my other
Definitely hit
cantrips
her
that do
with it.
damage. I would need to get closer to it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't do anything.
No,
I'm
it
guessing
damaged
I
her.
can visibly
Like-
tell. Yeah.
You see some scorch marks
Oh,
on her.
damage her. Okay.
She's not immune to fire.
Just making sure. Okay.
Of
Just wondering.
Okay, but so far we've seen her resist, or apparently resist, what? Fire, necrotic, psychic damage.
we don't know for sure if she resisted the necrotic. I mean, 4 damage was also very low, so
Oh,
not
okay.
seeing much damage could have just implied,
Yeah.
it's 4 damage. It's hard to tell.
Yeah,
Fair
that
enough.
9 perception check didn't help
Yeah.
any.
No.
Fair.
That'll be all for my turn then.
All right. Rail, you're up.
Alright. I was gonna try something fancy, but at this point, hell with it. Just, I'm gonna sidestep. Saying if I go to here, if I sidestep to the left,
To the left, to the left.
yeah, should this give me line of sight on her again?
From her current angle and stuff, yeah, you would be able to, I believe.
Okay, so first off, I am going to upcast spiritual weapon at 5th level as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got a range
Oh.
of 60 feet.
I'm going to go ahead and counterspell that.
She just counterspells it?
Yeah.
Okay, does she have to roll for it?
If her counterspell's 5th
That's-
level, she doesn't have to.
You said you're casting at 6th level, right?
5th level.
5th level? That's a natural 20 for a 29.
Okay.
She can counterspell a 9th level spell with that roll.
Great. That's my bonus action used up. I'm going to use my regular action to cast Toll the Dead,
Okay.
which also has a range of 60 feet.
That is a
She needs to do
wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw.
That is 22.
That meets it. Okay, nothing.
At least she used a spell, although
can
it
I-
may have been
I
the
was gonna-
coin.
Could I use the D4 to reduce that from the?
I mean, his save is going to be like
I'm not going to
17.
do that then.
My save is 18.
18.
So
You'd have to get 4.
I believe in you.
4. Yeah, it's fine. 3. It's fine.
yeah, well, appreciate it, but yeah.
Oh well.
And that's my turn.
All right. Faradir, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to use basically the same thing, planar warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Going to excuse him rail. I believe I'm within 30 feet, and then first attack.
Oh no, more people to hide behind. What a terrible thing.
That is damn. Okay, that's gonna be a 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. 3, 8, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 damage.
21 damage. Alrighty.
And okay. 19. Okay, 26 to hit again.
That'll hit.
Okay.
She's
And
trying
keep
to-
in mind these are fouling and
Yeah.
bleeding, so few
strength
chances for
check. She
fouling.
is back on the ground,
Okay.
and she has a 3rd wound.
Then that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
11 damage.
It's...
She is starting to look rough.
Yay!
Alright.
All right. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Her turn. Let's see here now. She is out of charges. So that's less effective. Her wound roll. Bleed damage. Alright, it's her turn now. She has haste. She is going to use her first attack to make 2 longsword attacks against Ingrid. Because she's the only available target that would involve going inside the building.
Hey, Faradir, idle question.
So
You have any rope on you?
that's
I
23
do.
to hit. For Say that again. Okay.
That's Rail asking Faradir if he has any rope on him.
That is 9 slashing damage and 13 fire damage. She will make a second. Your mic is not picking up what you're saying.
Okay, sorry. So 22, right? I'm trying to play it as I get.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. The second longsword attack is probably going to miss. 13 to hit.
Miss.
All right. She is going to use her Spell Knight ability to attack with a cantrip as a bonus action after making her attack roll. And she is going to do... No, I didn't... Why did you do that? Work technology. There we are. Oh, that is...
Flame Gremlin usually works.
14. That is a miss, I'm assuming.
You didn't say what it was, but
oh,
probably.
she's casting Firebolt. Sorry.
The number I heard was 14.
Yeah.
To AC.
I don't even know who it was to because it wasn't.
Ingrid?
You.
Okay.
14 doesn't hit your AC, right?
No, it does not.
Okay.
I didn't hear who it was to. It must have cut out on sound.
Okay. Let's see here now. She does not want to deal with that tank. Let's see here now. So for her second action, she is going to... Will that work on that? Frizz, you have 2/3 cover, right? Testing.
See, I have 3/4 cover.
3/4? Okay. Alright. It's not
Can
full
you hear me
cover,
now?
which is... Yeah.
Yep.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
You've got inspiration if you need it. And a reroll.
Sorry, you cut out again. What was that last
You
part?
want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, a wisdom saving throw. Lovely. Let's see.
Lovely.
Oh, wow. What a time to roll in that 20. That is 21. Don't want to risk it. I just, because...
You can't really do
We'll go
better
ahead
with a
and add a
reroll
D4 to
than
it.
that. Okay.
No, but I can add the D4. Which is
Yeah.
4. That's where I get the 4 at. Cool. So 25.
Alright. You feel a slight tingle, but nothing happens. Alright.
Ooh.
End of her turn. Hermes is
Can
up.
I do an Arcana check
Sure.
to see what that tingle was about?
Yeah.
So,
27.
after that.
Polymorph.
Oh, that would be so
She tried to sheep
mean.
you.
Oh, she could have been turned into a dinosaur for all I know. A dinosaur controlling a tank.
I mean, hell, my favorite Skylander is a dinosaur that is a helicopter, so.
True.
Alright, so I on Hermes' turn, I want to try to set up something for Rail, and I want to know before I do this if it's going to have any chance whatsoever of working, or if it would be a dumb idea.
Okay.
So Faradir has rope.
Yes.
I do not have rope.
Uh-huh.
If Hermes were to give me Faradir's rope,
Mm-hmm.
would I be able to attempt to use Mage Hand Legerdemain to use said rope to foul up Devotion?
Dominion.
No, Dominion.
Dominion.
I got it right that time.
You can say the Lawmaster if you're not sure.
Yes, to foul up the Lawmaster's wings to make it harder for her to fly.
Like, you're just using Mage Hand to throw the rope over the wings?
I was thinking more like Mage Hand Legerdemain Sleight of Hand to try to like loop around them.
Okay.
Give her
so-
the AT
Okay,
treatment.
you're trying to AT here.
Would that be something that I can attempt?
I
is
would allow you
more
to
what I'm
attempt
asking.
it as a sleight of hand.
Okay, so
I
yeah,
would,
so
I would like
Hermes
to
is
mention the tank does have these giant like harpoon guns with like giant nets.
I thought you weren't using them because of the danger of hitting.
Well, now she's in a good area to not be hit.
Okay.
It's a 20-foot square, so like you could just climb in and shoot her.
Or you know what? Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. So Hermes is going to move to 5 feet, within 5 feet of the angel, and call, help
And
action.
now Hermes is going to be in the net range.
Hermes
but
can
we've
always
already
be reasonable.
You're just
Rail is willing to sacrifice her needs.
okay. Yeah, we've established that. Okay.
Again,
Fair enough.
if it's not like I'm forcing Hermes to do anything.
On the topic,
Actually, you are.
yeah, you kind of are. On the topic of familiars, I'm
Yeah.
working on a wizard subclass called School of the Familiar. That as you level, you get more and more familiars.
Ooh. Yeah, okay. Fine. Telepathically asking Hermes, you okay with this?
The
I'll
sky
give you a
shall
lot of
crack, and
bacon.
ice shall rain from behind the black eyes of that which sees for eternity.
I will give you so much bacon.
That was the response.
I
you
don't know
get.
if it... Okay. I mean, it's also... Well, so Hermes has to be within 5 feet to help. Could Hermes move here and help?
If it is within 5 feet of the target. She is grounded again.
Fine.
I believe with tiny creatures, you actually have to be on their space.
Oh, right. I'm needing to shrink that. I've been meaning to do that for so long.
So technically, I think he has to be on her space and then leave her space, which is an attack of opportunity, if so.
Oh, look how
Well,
adorable
leave her
it is.
space. Okay, that is adorable. Fine, so yeah. So Hermes is on her space using the help action.
Okay. I also shrunk Watcher.
Okay. Watcher's really on my space. I've just been leaving him there so I can grab him easier for when he moves.
You should be able to... Yeah, he can sit on your space, no problem. Alright. Anyway, Hermes is fluttering around the angel, going... What are we doing? Help?
Help action, yes.
Okay. Anything else for Hermes?
I'm just telepathically promising Hermes a lot of bacon.
Okay. Kay is guarding the hallway. Watcher is adorably tiny. Is he going to play with the coin more?
No, it's already worked or not worked
Mhm.
as far as attracting attention. So Watcher is going to dump a health potion on me for fun. One of mine.
Okay.
So
That is item interaction to grab the health potion from you and use item to administer the health potion.
2 d4 plus 2. I gain 10 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
And then he stays like hidden under the cloak near the bottom hem of my dress.
Okay. At the end of Watcher's turn, she is going to use 2 legendary actions. Frizz, I need Frizz to make another Wisdom save.
Okay, that is 18 plus a d4, which is another 4.
All right.
So 23.
All right. That's just will not land. So okay. Mavana's turn then. She is going to remain protecting Rail. She has cast the buffs that she was going to cast. So let me just check her features and traits. Did I ever switch her? I never switched her fighting style to protection. Oh well.
Best defense is a good offense.
Let's see here now. Just reading over her spells real quick. Yeah, no, that she's going to hold her action to attack if the angel comes close to Rail.
Ooh. She is a good bodyguard.
All right, Ingrid, you're up.
Rail's not very hurt looking, right?
No,
No,
Rail
I am
is-
very nearly at full health.
Yeah.
I'm down 5. But my coat is singed.
See. I'll go here. Let's see if the beams I can push her back a little bit are not first. So let's do my action beams.
All right.
Okay, so 16 won't hit.
Nope.
24 should hit.
Yeah.
And 30 should hit.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
His ass, her ass, their ass. Kick all the ass.
2d10 plus 10, 21 damage.
Okay.
And push her back. I'm just pushing her back like 10 feet.
All right.
So then I'm going to move here. Here. Let me measure. And use 4 hit dice, one of them my sorcerer one, and a bonus action heal.
Okay.
So let me go to short rest and knock those off before I forget. Wait, reset. Not short rest because the spell slot, I just need to knock them off and that's it. Make sure I didn't do that wrong. Okay. So that heals anyone in 20 feet from our group for 1d6
20 feet, you
plus
said?
3d8. Yeah, you're in it. Plus 12. 35 hit points.
All right. She is going to use her one of her legendary actions for Leech the Light and borrow some of your healing magic.
Oh, you jerk.
So, how much HP did you just heal total?
35.
All right.
And that is action for me on the hits, bonus action on our healing, which should have at least topped off Fairdeer and Rail too. And then my movement, I'm going to move back that direction. And have the spirit go up and try to attack her.
Okay.
And that uses my spell attack, so 24.
That'll hit.
And let me just go ahead and roll the second one at the same time. 22.
That'll hit.
Okay, so oh, when I did 4 damage earlier, it was supposed to do plus the spell level's necrotic damage.
Oh, okay.
So it was supposed to be 5 more damage.
Okay.
So let me roll manually because D&D Beyond isn't calculating that. 1,
Beyond is sometimes
8, and then instead of plus 3, that would be plus 8. So 16 and 12 for the damage, and then she's got to make 2 different saving throws.
Okay. It's snowing.
Is it?
Oh shit!
Wow.
We had some snow here.
We're in Texas.
We have not had any snow, yeah.
Okay, so she has to make a wisdom saving throw against my spell save DC.
All right. Twice.
Yes.
All right. The first one is a 12. And the second one is a 4. I don't think either.
Okay. She is frightened of the spirit.
She is immune to frightened.
Okay. Then that confirms a thing. That is good. Information is information.
Hey, I mean, my tank is immune to being frightened too, okay?
That it is.
We can still try sometime.
Gotta say, y'all are doing better than I thought.
And that's it for the spirit. He's staying right there.
How many turns is? How long does that thing stick around for?
An hour? So
Okay.
you said I had 20 minutes left with him?
Yeah. All right. Frizz, you're up.
Alright. Well, I apologize in advance to the
On the
spirit,
spirit.
and Ingrid, I guess. Yeah. Because I'm going to go ahead and hop out of the helm.
Oh, helm.
I'm going to move over to the
driver's seat.
net launcher.
The net launcher.
The
only
driver's
has
seat,
half
yeah. I'm
cover,
just moving to
right?
the net launcher.
Okay.
And I will target a cube that's not anywhere near Watcher or...
Mhm.
It will be hitting the
Hermes.
spirit, obviously, but like...
That's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, Hermes, Watcher, all of them. Yeah. Yeah, then I will be doing that. Doesn't require attack roll or anything. It's just 20-foot cube. It hits. They're restrained until freed. No effects on creatures that are formless, actually. So
The spirit
helps.
can use its movement to go through
it can go
stuff
for it.
later.
Yeah, that's what I was mean. Creature can use its action to make a DC 15 strength check, freeing itself or another creature within its reach on a success, dealing 15 slashing damage with an AC of 14. Also frees the creature without harming it, ending the effect and destroying the net. Creature inside the net is hit by electric damage. Each other creature inside takes an additional 1d8 lightning damage. And yeah, so I'm gonna look over at Rail, hop up here, shoot her with this thing, and I'll point to the other gun.
Sounds like a
flinger.
plan.
And then with my bonus action, I'm pretty low on sorcery points, and I'm kind of needing those to keep things lucky. So I'm just gonna expend a 5th level spell slot, taking me 5 more.
Okay.
And then that'll be my action, bonus action, movement. That's all.
All right. At the end of your turn, she will use a legendary action to make a single attack. She will attack the net. Wow, that is bullshit.
She misses the net.
Yep. All right.
Cool.
Rail, you're up.
When we get to the
Alright.
next initiative round, can we take our short break though? Like just take a 10-minute break maybe this time?
Sure.
Okay. Right. So I've got a plan. I'm gonna follow it. Let's see. Hop over. Oop, that's the wrong tool. Where is the like? Where should I put myself to have the to be like a gunner
I mean,
seat?
On the side
There
of
works,
the
yeah.
front.
On
Basically,
the side.
just on it somewhere. Hold on, let me make sure. Yep, okay.
Flinger is ranged weapon attack, +6 to hit, range of 120 feet. Choose one target. If you hit, it's 2d8 plus 1 lightning damage, plus an additional d8 because of the copper.
Okay. So what am I rolling?
Goodness.
Attack roll
To
with
attack.
+6 to hit,
+6. Okay.
+6. And you have half cover wall on it too, by the way.
23.
23.
First good roll of the combat.
She will burn a 2nd level spell slot for shield.
And I will burn a d4 to gain +4.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage then.
All right. What's the damage roll again? You say d8s?
3d8 plus 1.
It's the curse of
Actually,
d8s. As a
That
cleric.
d8, actually, we need to roll that third d8 separately because the d8 will also hit the spirit.
Okay, so 3d8, 8, 15, 20, and then re-roll. So 21 from the first roll, and then you said roll another d8 separately.
I know,
Well,
just the third
one of those
one,
d8s
keep
would hit
track of the number.
everything. The third
Right.
one.
That one is a 2. So 3d8 plus 1 was 21, and then I rolled a 2.
So the 2 would also hit the spirit.
All right.
Alright.
She's looking roughed up. Her hair is a mess. She's bleeding and burned and scorched from a number of spots.
Right. And then as a bonus action, just because she made me mad, spiritual weapon. I'm gonna cast it at 5th level.
5th level again? Counterspell.
I bet she's using the coin for that.
Well, hopefully it's making her burn something to do it, because that's all my 5th level spells. And that's my turn.
Probably until
Oh,
she
nope, that's a 1. You get it off.
Oh!
Wow,
yeah,
okay.
alright. So, 60 feet.
Is she considered so since she's restrained, does the spiritual weapon have advantage on the attack?
It is not a melee weapon. So it's not a melee attack.
She's well within 60 feet.
I'm fairly
So,
sure.
spiritual weapon is going
Let me
to...
take a look at restraint though.
Okay, just let me know and I will roll the attack with it.
Restrained creature's speed becomes 0, can't benefit from any of its bonuses to speed. Super fucking annoying when you have a fly speed of 100. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, yeah. So yeah, you have
Okay.
an advantage on the attack roll.
The gun should have had an advantage too.
Oh, I hit her anyway.
Yeah.
It's, where's my spiritual
Well, yeah, but it
weapon
could be a
roll?
critical.
Fair. But, so let me roll to the attack for the attack. How does 27 do?
27 will hit.
Okay, and that was a 5th level So it is dealing 2d8 plus 5.
It just does that the first turn, and then it goes back to normal damage with spiritual weapon, right?
No, spiritual weapon is constant.
What do you mean?
No, I mean with upcasting it.
No, it stays at the damage.
The damage increases.
Spiritual clerics are ridiculous.
Yeah, this again, the all cleric party is an overpowered party. So rolling damage will be 7 plus 5 is 12 force damage.
All right.
So yeah, it is an ethereal version of, let's say, the crow's head cane this time.
All right. Let's see. She's out of legendary action, so that's the. We'll start a new round. We're on round 4, but we're going to take a short break. Hey guys, good news! Y'all are almost a third of the way through the fight.
Oh yay! All right, see y'all in a bit.
Okay. All right, we'll be back in about 10-15 minutes, or as quick as we can. Please enjoy this background silence provided by no one. But the battle music is...
My Sirenscape.
Yeah, the battle music, however, has been provided by Sirenscape. Showtime! Big O! Wait, does that reference carry anymore?
No, I was just waving at people and wasn't paying a lot of attention.
I missed the reference.
I did too.
Wait, seriously? Y'all don't know what... Y'all have never seen Big O?
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said, it's showtime! Big O! Never mind. Let's just...
Ah.
It's Fair Deers. You're up.
I'm too young.
Yes, in the name of God, ye not guilty.
Thank you.
So I need to move. To maintain this. Like to here-ish. I think it's to here to maintain 30 feet.
Okay.
That 30 feet. Or is
Okay.
that to We'll say it's 30 feet.
I will tell you it's 30 feet so we can move past this.
Thank you. Inner warrior. Attack. That's a 18 plus 7. That's like a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. 1, 9, 12, 23 damage.
23 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. In reaction, she will use Shed the Husk. Her skin grows gray and brittle and starts flaking off. Diamond light surrounds her and pulses slow as the feathers of her wings drop off, revealing diamond colored skeletal bones underneath. Her skin appears to wither and sink as her form twists in a explosion of energy rocking out from her body. Her form is transformed from angelic to some form of twisted, almost looking mummified angel. I need everyone within 40 feet to make a charisma saving throw.
Sure.
Well, lovely.
20.
Does that include Watcher?
Yes, everyone.
Okay, let me roll for Hermes as well.
I don't think there's any saving throw bonuses on them, so I think it's just... So let me do Watchers.
Okay, so this is Rail.
5 for Watcher.
Okay.
Okay. Rail gets
14.
16.
14, 16.
22 for
Hermes.
Ingrid.
22 for Ingrid.
Hermes
Ivana.
gets a 0.
Hermes is a 0.
That's
Ivana.
not great.
Alright, anyone who rolled less than a 20, you are frightened for the next minute.
Ah.
Hey, that
I am-
tank not
I
being
am
frightened came in
immune.
handy.
I'm immune to frightened,
How are you immune to
but
fright?
Hermes is not. Coin of the
Oh,
second
right,
set coin.
The second set coin. That is what she needed to know.
Oh, fuck. So, me and you are the two that don't react. So,
I don't react.
are you? Oh,
React.
you also
I got
pass too.
I-
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
not in the range.
Yeah.
I think we all
Also
succeeded.
not be frightened by not being frightened.
Oh, we don't know if she could tell that yours was because of the coin or not. Actually,
Hermes flutters off.
so that could still be an issue.
All right. Fair dear, it's still your turn.
Figure it out when we get
Hey.
to it.
Okay, so I got a critical.
Uh-huh. She will use Diamond
that-
Shield to reduce that to a normal attack.
Okay.
Sheesh. She just does
How many
not let up,
bleeds?
does
How
she?
many bleeds does she have right now, though? 3.
At
She
least
has lost
3.
all bleeds.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
So I guess she might
Yeah,
get a
you
new one though from Fairy.
She had the fouling and the bleed.
Mm-hmm.
Then this one is another fouling and bleed.
Okay. Yep. All right.
4, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's 11 if it's just all normal.
11 damage. Okay. All right. And okay. Anything else?
That's it.
She only had to check prone, not bleed, then, huh?
Mm-hmm. All right. Her turn. Okay, let's see here now. She's using the alternate stat block, so it's going to continue to say fire on the roll, but it's actually necrotic. First, at the start of her turn, I need everyone within 30 feet of her to make a wisdom saving throw.
Rolling for Hermes.
18.
18.
Watcher got 20.
Hermes got 19.
I got 16.
Ingrid has 20.
Okay, cool. Yay!
Okay. Anyone who rolled less than 20 takes 7 necrotic damage from her. 7 poison damage from her corrosive aura.
Ooh, that's not fun at all. And also Hermes poofs.
Mavana.
Watcher does not take damage because he's undead.
Mavana takes 9 takes damage.
Like from poison at all. Like he saved, but
Yes. I understand. 7.
And Rail is just out of range.
So what happened to the spice murmur when he poofs? Does it like fall on the
It
ground?
falls to the ground.
Mm-hmm. We'll
Okay.
have to pick that up after.
That is her action. No, sorry, that is her passive. For her action, she will make her first attack against the net.
Oh, was I needed to roll for the spirit too, right?
Yes, please.
Is the spear undead too? Does it get affected by poison?
I need to make it for the fear, which is charisma, right?
Yes.
Spirits be afraid?
Let me double check
Yeah.
actually. Oh no, it's fine.
So,
Whoops.
first attack is 26 to hit with 30 damage to the net.
That'll cut through it.
All right.
Yep.
Flyby. Second attack against Rail is 25 to hit.
Is it a spell?
That'll hit.
It's her attack.
Okay,
That's
she's
the
up.
half
What's her
cover.
range? Yeah, she's like,
Okay.
Oh, it did not move? No?
yeah,
Rail?
she's still like 20 feet away from me.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing Rail
And
right
he's
here.
inside the tank.
I am.
No, Rail's
Yeah,
inside.
I should have half cover. I don't know
Hi,
how that works.
I'm the DM. I am seeing Rail right here
Okay.
where I'm pinging. Give me a moment.
Oh, heck no, that's not.
Yes.
Oh, what the heck? Now I'm seeing Rail there too.
Because he moved him to illustrate. Just
Yeah.
He
move him
moved him
back,
there.
and the DM's going to reload.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. She moves there and attacks Rail. Does a 25 hit with your half cover, which would be a +2.
Half cover is +2, then that still hits me.
Okay, you take 5 slashing damage and 13 necrotic. I could not get the second form to change the damage coding on the
Okay.
sword.
I'll take it.
All right. That is all her attacks for her primary attack. She still has haste because Diamond Mind is still running. She will use her longsword to attack again.
Wait, isn't haste a concentration, or did we go over that?
She used Diamond Unmind to remove the concentration requirement of haste.
Okay.
Because angels get to cheat.
All right, that is 24 to hit. People
That
holding
still
the
hits.
coin get to cheat. With 5 slashing damage and 15 necrotic.
Okay.
Her second attack of her second action. That is
low,
a
low.
7, so 16.
Misses.
All right, and she will use her fighter mage ability. I can't remember the name of it, and I don't want to look it back up because I just switched to it to cast Firebolt as a bonus action. That is a 3 and a 7 plus 9 for either one of them, so that's a nope. All right.
That was gonna miss.
Action, hasted action, bonus action. Movement, she is going to fly 90 feet up. And that will end her turn. Hermes got
Sure
poofed.
it is. Hermes got poofed.
Kay is guarding the hallway. Watcher's turn.
Okay. Watcher is going to pick up the spy's murmur and throw it in the bag and come back. And let's see. Rail has an extra potion, so he's going to steal Rail's potion and dump it on him. And then come back to me.
Okay.
So, Rail, you can roll 2d4 plus 2, or do you want me to?
I can roll them. Let's see my d4s.
I figured your potion, so.
Okay. So that's 4 and 1. So 5, 6, 7 back. Thank you.
Okay.
Much appreciated.
Take that. You can fly 40. So that's all for Watcher.
Okay, end of Watcher's turn. She is going to use 2 legendary actions to cast a spell. She is going to use her last 4th level spell slot to cast Fireball at 4th level.
Counter. 5th.
Nice. Okay.
Very nice.
Cool.
What that one looks like. So,
Mavana's turn. She is going to rush over to Rail and reach through the thing, put a hand on him, and use... she's just going to dump 40 points of healing.
Okay then. That's a lot better. That is. She didn't need to dump all 40 in there. I wasn't down that much.
Oh, how far down were you?
I was at 80
No, like, did you?
of 112.
Okay, so she could only heal you
31 points.
31. Okay, so she'll have 9 points left because she can't do anything past that.
Okay.
All right, but Dominion will use her last legendary action to leech the light and steal half of that as healing for herself.
Ooh, and that's a single target heal that's being stolen.
Yup.
All right.
Really? From 90 feet away? That is high.
Line of
she's
sight.
out of range of everything I have. I don't have anything with a range of greater than 60 feet, I think.
All right, that is the end.
I
of
mean,
Mavana's
Shouldn't you?
turn. Ingrid, you're up.
Well, I have Dispel
the
Magic.
lightning flinger.
Well, yes. I mean, just in terms of my spells and abilities.
Okay. So we're just gonna keep doing some damage to her, see if I can also mess with her position a bit by aiming for the wings. It's a little bit harder from where I'm at, but I'm going to try to get some more sideways momentum by moving backwards. So first let me measure where I'm moving backwards. I'll go back to there. So I could try to hit a tiny bit more from the side. And then we'll just do straight bolts.
Okay.
So clear. 1d20 plus 10 plus 1d4 because the potion doesn't have a concentration limiter.
Mhm.
19?
To hit? No.
Yes. Huh?
Misses.
Okay. 17 will miss. 17 will miss. 24?
That'll hit.
30.
That'll hit.
And 30.
That'll hit.
Okay. So 30 damage and 3 destabilizing hits to try to knock her space a bit. Or do you want me to roll for each destabilizing hit?
She rolled a 1. She is going to, let's see here. It's 10 feet per, right?
Yeah. But I'm trying to go more like to a wing to spinner, like on the outside, and then I'm trying to like push her up or back.
I know.
Okay.
I'm just doing figuring and stuff like that. I would say that drops her to about 60 feet up as you interfere with her flapping.
Spirit can't easily reach her, I don't think, because its speed is 40. So what I'm going
Much appreciated.
Okay, can we try that again?
Okay, so Spirit can't easily reach her or can't do anything if it does, and she's probably going to come back anyway. So Spirit is going over here to be near Rail.
Okay. All right. That is the end of Ingrid's turn and the end of the Spirit's turn then, right?
Yep.
Frizz, you're up.
Alright. Meta Magic bonus action, Tasha Mind Whip, Intelligence saving throw, DC 18.
That is a 20.
Knock it down by a D4.
Alright.
That is with -3, so we have 17.
She will use one of her legendary resistances to automatically save.
Cool.
When's back
So I
with the
give this away
form
now.
change?
She hasn't used any legendary resistances.
Oh, okay.
And then she'll still take half damage, which that'll be 14 divided by 2 is 7, so she'll be taking 7 psychic damage.
Okay.
Use my action to let the key spend one of the charges for the Wand of Wonder ability,
Okay.
because I haven't done anything chaotic yet. I will be targeting her.
Roll a
Let's
D100.
see. Yep.
You know, right now I'm actually kind of glad I'm away from Frizz. And yay, the key's in place when he's inside the tank, so she might have to try to enter the tank or something to get it.
God, that would be interesting.
I mean, she managed to
what?
reach through for you, but he's at the back. So we can see an angel in
Huh.
a tank.
That's a 63.
63.
So, an object of the GM's choice disappears into the ethereal plane. The object must be neither worn nor carried within 120 feet of the target, and no larger than 10 feet in dimension. So, like, anyone, even all anything, it can't be worn or carried. So it can't be the tank. It has to be an object. There's nothing worthful to do that with.
There's the Spies Murmur.
A chair.
Oh yeah, it could be the Spies Murmur, the chair.
Oh no, the Spice Murmur's been picked up and put in the vault by Watcher.
Oh, I missed that.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, true.
Good.
A rock.
One roof shingle.
Oh, it just vanishes. It doesn't necessarily come back.
On, yeah. And it's
Makes me glad it's not the Spies Murmur.
Oh.
Ashton would be so annoyed
yeah,
at you.
it can be anything inside too.
What is
Not
my
Argofast.
range on this again?
No, Scraps. Argofast is a different game.
120 feet from the target, so if she's 60 feet up, then
Yeah,
like
that really cuts down on what she can
inside
hit.
agency or something.
Alright,
Yeah.
a corpse is technically an object.
Technically.
Yes.
One of Ingrid's birds vanishes.
Are carried there
Oh.
in my chest,
The
and they're
bird-
already in the ethereal plane.
Oh, right.
Except for the one that's worn on my shoulder. Well, no, I would have put that one away because. Yeah.
Okay, the dome that Frizz left on top of the building.
I mean, I did put that up, but sure.
You did?
The-
Oh, yeah, you did. I remember.
Yeah, I
Okay,
did.
she's all like, can we take this down?
Yeah.
Cathal's still not in the initiative, though. I mean, this is a different question, but she's still not in the initiative, right?
No,
Okay.
she has been securing the facility because.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, you'll have to tell us now. You can figure out later because we won't know until we go back in.
basically, it's something out of her flower garden is the only option.
Yeah.
Begonias.
All right.
The potted plant ended up in next to the spaceship.
This one action involuntarily causes a whole Gith invasion, mind flayers, something.
You shoot the key at her. Nothing seems to happen. However, she looks down and shouts in this kind of cracked, reverberating voice, "No, You will not destroy it.
Yeah, and what are you gonna do about it?
All right. Anything else?
No, that's all I can do with my turn.
All right. Rail, you're up.
So I have a question.
I have to answer your questions.
If you ready an action,
Mm-hmm.
does it have to happen on this turn, or can you ready an action to trigger any time before the next time I act?
If you ready an action, and the trigger occurs, you can either use the readied reaction or continue to hold your action. Once it comes back around to your turn, readied actions are lost.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And if it's a
So-
spell, your spell slots is lost immediately.
And
When
you're
you're ready it.
concentrating on the spell.
That's fine because I'm going to use a cantrip. I want to try to cast Invisible Mage Hand,
Okay.
and I
can
am
do
going to
that.
ready an action. So that's an action to cast it, and then as a bonus, I will hold a bonus action.
You can't hold bonus actions. And I think Mage Hand is a bonus action, isn't it?
Isn't it?
I believe
It's
so.
an
yeah.
action to cast it,
Oh,
unless
okay.
he has special rogue stuff.
I believe
I
he
think
has
the
special
rogue one is
stuff.
a bonus action.
I have special rogue stuff. Hang on, let me look it up. Let me look up Mage Hand Legend Domain again.
Because I believe you can cast it as a bonus action and use it as a bonus action. Wow, it is really starting to snow hard out there.
I'm here.
Snowing where I am?
use a bonus action to control it.
Ah.
So I cast it as an action. I can control it with a bonus action.
I see.
But I just want to. Can I basically ready an action to attempt to use Invisible Mage Hand to try to, does Dominion?
You'll be
have,
casting
like-
it. This turn you'll be casting it. That's your action.
Right. The problem is Dominion is out of range. I want to try to pickpocket her if I can. If I can grab her coin away. Is what I was
You do
going to
not
try
know
to do.
where it is on her.
I mean, that's
So,
why
it's
I had
going to be
attempt
difficult.
pickpocket. I know, but I've. Well, from where she is, I can't shoot at her without hitting everything.
She's 60 feet away.
Yeah, she's 60 feet up now.
Yeah, what's the range on the cannons on this thing? Or
I
the
mean, like,
archers
you have
there?
Toll the Dead.
Oh, she's 60 feet. Oh, I thought
Yeah.
I forgot she was only 6 feet away. Okay.
Yeah, she got knocked down quite a
Alright.
bit.
But, I mean, if you want to have the mage hand ready, but it won't be invisible for her. She's an angel. She has true sight. So it's not going to be as sneaky as you want.
Fair. But it's still sneaky. Like,
I mean, it's sneaky to
use-
us, but it's not sneaky to her because she's
you
going to
can
see it.
use- Okay, you don't have to be invisible to use sleight of hand.
No.
No.
But like true sight and stuff can even like get rid of good sneaks like hide
it
attacks and stuff. True
Mhm.
sight?
True sight
I am,
lets you notice hidden things.
I don't think it does.
No, fairly certain
Yeah,
it
I
does.
Basically, you can't be magically invisible, but like shadows and stuff still work.
Yeah.
That's what it said.
Yeah, a monster with true sight can, out to specific range, see in normal and magical darkness, see invisible creatures and objects, automatically detect visual illusions and succeed on saving throws, and perceive the original form of a shape changer or a creature that's transformed by magic, and see into the ethereal plane. Like, you can still...
Ah, cool.
You could, if somebody has true sight, you can still fool them with a card trick.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, what I'm telling you
And
is...
it's,
So, here's the thing. To cast Mage Hand is an action. To hold an action
right,
is an action. You can't hold a bonus action.
right. Okay. So...
Just do it.
Just do what? I can't use Mage Hand because
Ask her
she's
to
more than
use
30
her
feet away.
bonus action to frisk her.
She's
I
too
can't
far.
because she's too far away.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's why I was going to, like, if she gets close enough, I was going to try to. If I can't, then I can't.
Can you move it at all with the bonus action? Because you can cast it 30 feet away. Does your bonus action move it? I don't want us to lose
Yes.
too much time on
the
this, but
hand can't get more than 30 feet away from you.
Yeah.
okay.
So yeah, I'm just going to say something to do on a further turn if she survives that long.
Okay.
Can the tank fire at her from where she is flying right now?
What's the range on the tank?
Because I'm still in the gunner's seat.
Range is 120 feet on the lightning flingers. She is only 60 feet away from y'all.
Then yeah, I'ma aim up. And it hits a square, so like, can I aim it so that it only hits her and not Mavana or the spirit?
Does it hit a square? I thought it was a single.
Oh, I thought it. I
60 feet
I
up
don't know
from
how the
Nirvana
tank
and the
works.
spirit.
Each
That's true.
station requires one crew
I
and grants
don't
half
know how
cover,
the tank
ranged
works.
weapon. All right, so it has a +6 to hit, a range of 20 feet, single target, 2d8 +1 lightning damage.
Of 20 feet or
Range
120?
of
120 feet.
Okay.
120 feet. Okay, so
It must have cut out on sound for a second.
Right, I am going to fire at her with a tank. And
Okay.
not bog down the combat anymore. So, damn it, I lost the die in the couch. Where the hell did that go?
Well, did you get your other missed ones on the break?
I did. Oh yeah, no, I didn't lose those into the couch. They just fell out of the box. Okay, I have the die back. Rolling into the box. Okay, 11 plus whatever.
To hit,
Yeah. What's the bonus again?
+6.
11 plus 6.
So 17.
That's a no.
17. Do I add my dexterity bonus to it or no?
Nope. Just the
Okay, so
modifier
that's a
from the
miss.
tank.
Okay. And then as a bonus action, what can I do as a bonus action?
Do you want to move your spiritual weapon?
That is, I think, the best action I have at this point. God, okay. I can't unless I can hide in the tank. That didn't really seem useful. So I'm going to move the spiritual weapon 20 feet, which is as far as I can move it with a bonus action. So it goes there.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. Faradir, you're up.
She is 90 feet in the air?
60.
Or 60 feet.
She is 60 feet up in the air, which is
If I
super
back-
annoying.
To the door, do I get any cover, or is it just like wide open off the hinges? At this
From
point?
where she is, you would have about half cover.
Half cover's better than no cover. I'm gonna back up.
You could,
Shoot
I
it.
mean,
then
you
back
could get
up.
in the tank and then you would be at half cover too.
That kind of
Yeah.
groups everyone a bit, though.
If he's on the guns, I'm gonna go to the net.
There's another gun,
Oh, what's the range of the net?
yeah,
120 feet.
Okay. First thing is Hunter's Mark,
Okay.
and then I'm going to. Sorry, one second. Let me cast it. Okay. And then I'm going to shoot the net, and does my ranged weapon stuff help me at all?
There's
The
no like
net doesn't do
hit
damage.
or it just automatically hits them and restrains them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hit her with the net.
What happens with restrained
Um,
creatures flying? Does she start dropping
She's
on her
falling.
turn?
Yeah,
Yeah, she falls. She falls 60 feet.
Good.
Yeah.
And takes let's see here, 1d6 per 20 feet. So she takes 3d6 bludgeoning damage from falling. She takes 11 falling damage.
Ah, so she's still at half damage, huh?
So that doesn't count as a weapon attack, does it?
That counts as an action.
That counts as your action.
Yeah, but I'm asking, can I do 1d6 from Hunter's Mark or not?
I do believe that let me take a look at Hunter's Mark.
Until the spell ends, deal an extra 1d6 to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack.
I'll go with yes,
So-
just because.
Yeah. And that's a 1 extra damage.
Okay.
Hooray!
All right. It's her turn. She gets all of her legendary actions back. She is entangled in the net, which is super annoying. She will make her first longsword attack against the net.
Woof it.
That is a 28.
Yeah, I was just gonna cut right through it.
Oh! She dropped to the ground!
Aura
Yeah.
stuff.
Everyone was within her aura at the start of her
God
turn.
damn it!
Everyone takes...
It's 40 feet, right? So I'm at
Yep.
the edge of it. I'm in it. Okay.
Everyone takes... ooh, nice! 11 poison damage from being
Wait, don't we
within
get
her
to
corrosive
roll?
aura.
Don't we
So
get to roll
save?
against it?
No, that was just the fear effect from her transformation that y'all rolled against.
Okay, so we take 11 poison damage.
I think we didn't understand that last time.
Oh.
Oh.
So theoretically, we might have been missing some damage. Should we just apply the 11 now?
Yeah, just take the 11 now and we'll not worry about the previous stuff. Backtracking would be more complicated than necessary. Okay. Thank you. Okay. 28 to hit and 23 damage to the net breaks the net. Rail was her target, but she now has a different target. Let's see.
Yeah.
5, 10,
Yeah.
15, 20. She's going to swing around. Her second melee attack is going to be against Frizz.
No angel in the tank. No, I wanted an angel in the tank.
That is 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is 8 slashing.
Wait a second.
And
Is-
16
Is she
necrotic.
flying?
She's 5 feet above the ground, yes.
Oh, okay. I thought she was on foot, so she wouldn't get flyby.
Slashing and then
16 necrotic. She is still under the
Yep,
effect
ow,
of
but
haste
okay.
because she doesn't have to concentrate on haste.
Yep.
So she's going to use her hasted action to attack again. That is 18. Does 18 hit?
yeah, it barely hits.
Okay, that's
You
another.
wanna do... Or can you?
It's 5
Do what?
slash.
Can you decrease it with the die, or are you out?
If I had any sorcery points, I could.
It's 5 slashing and 11 necrotic damage. And then her last attack, 22 for 5 slashing and 21 necrotic.
All right. I am very, very, very hurt.
Then she will use her War Mage ability, since she made a melee attack, to cast a cantrip as a bonus action. And she will...
Can I identify what it is?
Yeah. Go ahead. Make an Arcana check.
Okay. If it's one I've seen before, do I get advantage? I'm just
Sure.
going to roll Arcana first and see. 16.
It is Firebolt. She's casting at disadvantage because her target is within 5 feet of her, though.
Armor counter spell.
Okay.
Honor a cantrip.
That's what I wanted to do. It's my armor.
Okay.
All right, that's
Yep.
action, bonus action. She's looking a little rough, you think? You're not sure? She's kind of a desiccated corpse at this point. Hermes is poofed. Kay is standing guard. Watcher.
Unless Kay wants to do any healing with his potion. That should be something we should check with Fairdeer each round.
Is for Kay coming out of the hall?
I guess.
You don't have to. I'm just saying we should check with you every round.
Yeah, sorry I skipped you.
20. He's still under. Yeah, he's still covered, right? Like the only opening is here. Is that correct?
Hold on. I have multiple windows I have to flip between. Yes.
Okay. So that's his maximum movement. Right. But yeah, you can do it.
Doesn't he have like 50 movement as a dog? Or is it 40 with mastiffs?
I think it's 40. But he has double movement. He's not doing anything.
I mean, you could get him closer to the door if you wanted, is what I'm saying. Because I think he has like 80 movement this turn.
Yeah. Maybe like.
If you want to.
You should totally get him within 40 feet of her.
I think he's outside the 40-foot range here. Damn it.
And nope, and he was not outside of it there. So if you want him outside of it, you got to move him back. One more. No. Okay.
He's still within range.
Quit moving him forward again. Move him back where you had him. Back one. No. Up one. Up one. Move him up one. Thank you.
Okay.
North, south, west.
Oh, when you say back, that has a lot of relative directions.
Kickflip. Watcher's turn.
Okay, let's take a look at distances. That's a long distance. Watcher doesn't want to do that much of distance. Watcher complains at me that I should move closer next time. Then he really just doesn't do anything. No, he will hold a... No, he's good. Watcher's taking a break.
All right. After Watcher's turn, Dominion of the Fallen will use one of her legendary actions to make a single longsword attack against Frizz.
Of course she will.
Yep.
Oh, that was bullshit.
Ew.
13.
That'll
doesn't hit.
miss.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
I only get 3 of those a turn.
Only.
All right. Mavana is up. And she will use... She sees Frizz being attacked, and Frizz being attacked means Rail isn't being attacked. So she will use 3 of her healing light dice to roll to heal Frizz 10 damage. And Dominion will use Leech the Light to leech half of that for some healing on her own.
Okay.
Let's see here now. So not a lot, but healed something at least. That was a bonus action as a primary action spells. Oh wait, I forgot to. She took 11 damage from that. I keep on forgetting to update Mavana, the damage Mavana has taken. Mavana is unconscious. No, I'm kidding.
What? Oh, jeez.
No, but she does see, let's see, that's 5, 10, 15, 20. She will move between Rail and Dominion and make an attack roll. Action.
Super smite.
Yeah. Okay, she gets 2 attacks per attack action. That is not going to hit. And not going to hit. Alright, that is the end of Mavana's turn. Ingrid is up.
Okay, so she needs line of sight for her thing. Am I visible from here with the corners of the tank? I am, right? Or if I go there.
From the square you're currently occupying, or the one you're looking at?
The one I'm looking at.
Okay, from here.
I might not end up doing it this turn, but
You would have maybe half cover.
okay. Not worth that then. I'm going to just go out for attacking her, and trust Frizz can get his own key out of the way somehow. He has resources, or he can try to get to me to send it to the bat or something. So I'm just going to trust Frizz has a plan, and I'm going to go with hitting her.
Is Frizz's plan to stay alive?
It's a great question.
Okay, so first one, 26.
That'll hit.
16 won't.
Nope.
32 is a crit.
Nice. She will use Diamond Resistance and her last legendary action to return that to make that a normal attack.
Okay. Then 16 won't hit, 20 should hit, and 29 should hit.
Uh-huh.
So, 39 damage, and pushes her back 40 feet.
Alright.
It doesn't actually necessarily help, but we'll see.
Hopefully gets her out of range of the aura.
Hold on. So you're at that angle, so 5, 10. It'll push her back to about here before she hits the wall and can't go back any farther.
Okay. So that is my action, bonus action. I am going to take one step backwards. And then the spirit is going to go get in. It's not really getting in the way, but it's going to be pesky and cause trouble. Which is really all Ingrid can hope for with her summons. I mean, that is the pinnacle of the best thing for her. Okay, so spell attack. The 15 won't hit, and the 13 won't hit.
Nope, nope.
And it's just going to spread its little raven wings and try to block her sight as much as it can.
Alright.
Doing the best it can.
She's out of legendary actions. It's Frizz's turn. I'm impressed that Frizz is still
Alright.
conscious.
Well, I'm impressed that Frizz is still conscious too.
If he wants to
So,
retreat
My
to...
best thing to probably. That was a funny joke. Retreat. Well, I went this far. It's fine. Let's do that. 6th level. 6th level should be cool. Conceer. So I will be casting Chaos Bolts.
Okay.
6th level. That is +10 to hit.
You could have got all the way to me and
Does
put the key
a
in the vault.
Hold on.
I can still move.
Okay.
Yeah, but not
Use
60
all
feet anymore.
those. Used all those. Use that one.
Oh well.
She used that one once. Yeah, she's going to use her last 3rd level slot to cast one last counter spell. It's a
And
Okay,
I'm
and she has to do a save.
going to counter her counter spell with my last spell.
Nice.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. Well,
in true
was
Magic
a
the Gathering
29 hit.
fashion.
I know it
Yeah.
would really be true Magic
It
the
would.
Gathering fashion if I countered her countering my own spell, which we checked works ahead of the game even starting.
All right, do your rolls
Does it?
because you have a
I
reaction
thought you
on
couldn't
your
do
turn.
that. Well, yeah, but you can't cast 2 leveled spells on your turn.
Oh yeah, yeah you can.
So if it's a cantrip, you can counter a cantrip, but you can't cast
For me?
counter a leveled spell.
Reactions don't count that rule with counter spell.
Oh, dang.
And I have been using cantrips. I've been using
Yeah, no. If you're counting cantrips, that would be fine. If like you're casting a cantrip, she counters it, and you counter the cantrip, which would be fine. But because it's your turn, you can only cast 1 leveled spell a turn, either
Okay.
any sort of thing.
So you cast a
Count.
spell.
hmm
I cast a
Mm.
spell,
She
29
cast
to
a
hit.
counter spell on her turn as a reaction.
Yep.
No,
on
it's fine now.
your turn.
No, I'm not
it's
saying. I'm
the
just
formula
talking
changes
about this
because
stuff.
there's 3 people.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of that now. Yeah. I'm saying this
yeah.
works. Yes, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm just saying if like 2 wizards had
Yeah.
leveled spell, counter spell, you can't cast the next counter spell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
that's-
if it's a cantrip.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I'm just trying to keep this
Yeah.
rolling.
That's what I was just saying, just in general. No, I understand. Sorry. 2d8, so that is 8 and 5. Oh, thunder and lightning. Cool.
Very, very frightening.
She can't be frightened.
I will pick lightning. So I need to roll 66 now.
Okay, she's already burned all her legendary resistances. Oh, no, she has
Which is the
Legendary
spell you
action.
used?
Chaos Bolt.
Chaos Ball.
Chaos Bolt. Yep. So it's all going to be lightning damage, that's 20, 26, 31, 39 lightning damage.
God damn. Okay.
And she used a reaction, so that helps.
Yeah.
Then I will go ahead and move.
Yeah, she can't do anything to cut that down.
Oh. I'll move to the helm of the ship.
Okay.
How would throwing the key work? Like, what action would that require? I'm not trying to aim at anything. I'm just trying to chuck it out.
It would just be an object interaction.
Okay,
That
cool.
is-
Then I'm just gonna chuck it
bad.
somewhere out that way.
So bad.
Ping.
Are you gonna go
Oh,
blind if you throw it more than 10
Fine.
feet?
Ping for me roughly where you want it to be.
I don't know.
I hope you don't go blind.
Or just in front of the helm.
Okay.
I'm not trying to throw it like. I don't think I can throw it far anyway. I don't know what I was trying to
I'm just trying to
somewhere in
figure out
front.
what direction you're sending it in. And stuff like
Throw it in the door.
in front of the helm. Like as I'm running to the helm, like
Okay.
throw it over.
that. Alright.
Okay.
We'll put it
Fine.
roughly here. That didn't work.
Oh
I'm
no.
the clearest right now.
We'll put it
I hope you don't go blind.
right here.
Why?
Why are you doing this?
Why?
To be fair, because she's come after me for the key. To be fair though, Frizz has no idea like the blindness, all that sort of stuff.
No, we
You
had
did
that
mention a while
conversation.
back, yes. Okay, you did mention that a while
And we
back.
gave
yes,
you
with
all the
coins
results
and
of
all
the
that.
identify and all that too.
Yes, you did that too. Yes, it's fine. It's fine.
No, it's not.
It's fine. It's definitely fine.
Is it though?
No.
No.
It's
He
fine.
has like 90 feet of movement. She's just like, thanks. Takes it and swoops off.
She actually has 100 feet thanks to her transmuter stone.
And she can
Oh,
take
yay.
legendary actions and stuff during other people's turns.
It's
Like,
fine.
I don't know why you're just like, here, have it.
No,
It's
I don't
fine.
either.
It's fine.
We can
Okay, well,
discuss
it's
it in the
done.
next
It's
company
done.
meeting.
So it's
I'm-
done. That's
It's
what's
done.
done.
Yeah. I am
Well, let's see how these cookies crumble.
trying to give me a second to figure out how this changes the shit. Okay. Rail, you're up. Go ahead.
Okay. Well then,
You want to run me the coin rail? I'll put it away.
Please.
What?
The
I don't
key.
see the problem.
How
big
rough
problem.
does Dominion look?
She looks
Oh
rough.
no.
She also looks like a corpse,
She
so
looks rough.
She also looks like we don't want to give her 2 more coins.
Yeah. So I'm going to take my coin and no, I am not.
Please
going to
just pick it up, give it to Ingrid, and let's take it out of the battle.
Wait, you should throw your coin a different direction, and then she will be confused.
How about no?
I'm gonna be very confused
As
too.
a player taking psychic damage from this freaking turn.
Yes.
How about no?
I think I need to start
Okay. Well,
rolling the
Rail gets to decide.
Okay.
Rail gets to decide what he wants to do, and then if she doesn't have it by then, you can decide if you want to run it to me.
Okay. So I'm going.
You, by the
to-
way, your hair is super crazy from that psychic damage.
Oh my god. Wait, when did I take psychic damage?
No.
I'm like,
Fairdeer
It was a
took
joke.
psychic damage from Frizz.
No,
Right.
Fairdeer
Texted.
okay, I am going to cast Mage Hand to grab the coin and bring it to. Shoot! I actually cannot bring it out to Ingrid, so I'm
No,
going to bring
you
the coin
can't.
to myself.
Okay.
Yes.
The
I'm
key.
using Mage Hand to
The
pick
key.
up the coin.
The
The
key.
key. The key.
2
alright.
coins.
Uh,
Not 1, 2.
All right, and I am going to. Oh, shit, that's my action. Y'all keep screwing up what I'm intending to do. I
I think the
am
we
going
part
to-
of that is out.
Yeah, all right, so I am holding the key. I am going to. God, what can I do with the bonus action?
You just do a double move.
Fuck,
to
I should
get
have
it to
just.
Ingrid.
I should have just scooped it up on the run. Yeah, you know what? Fine. I am going to run. I have 30 feet of movement. Fine. 30 feet of movement to get over here. And bonus action to hide.
With the key or no?
Yes.
Okay. Because
Okay,
you
so
already did Mage Hand.
Action was Mage Hand to pick up the key.
Uh-huh.
Move to move over here. And then as a rogue, I get cunning action. I can hide.
Okay.
What else the hell am I gonna do?
Okay, where are you moving the key to?
And with him?
I picked it up. I picked up the key.
Okay.
His
With
mage
Mage Hand.
picked up the key.
Okay.
Important
Yeah, like-
difference.
So
Well, no,
I-
the Mage Hand can't still have the key after it takes it to him because the Mage Hand can't move there and then hide. So he has it
right, and the Mage Hand is still.
on
the
the
Mage Hand
field.
would be at the tank.
Okay.
Because I cast Mage Hand at the key, pick up the key and move it to me, and that's my action, right?
Yes.
So then,
as an action.
my Mage Hand would still be at the tank.
Yes.
I
and-
ran over here, which is less than 30, which is exactly 30 feet away, so the
and
Mage Hand
you
can
take
still
the
be over
key
there.
then.
I am holding the key. Yes,
You
the
have
key
the
is in
key.
my pocket.
Okay, cool. And you are
Do I roll
to the
stealth?
gold coin. Actually, we're going to need to do a few other things first.
Okay.
I need you. When you
Or hell,
touch the
you know what?
key, you feel an opening, an option to attune
Did
to
he-
it.
Touch it, or did the mage hand put it in his pocket? That's an important distinction.
I would think I would be smarter than to do that. Yeah, just
Because the mage hand brought it to him, and then he ran.
or just simplicity's sake. Simplicity's sake, let's just say I cast the mage hand carried the key over here. I ran over here. Now it just drops the damn key in my pocket. Alright?
Okay.
And I am not I already have one damn key. I'm not gonna one coin, I'm not gonna mess around with the key at the same time. Especially, doesn't the attunement for these doesn't take that long.
No, it's
but
instantaneous
I am-
attunement.
Would
I am not
unattune
going
your
to-
dagger though,
It
because
would
you can't.
unattune the lucky coin.
That's a curse. You can't unattune it.
Huh?
Your lucky coin's a curse. It takes a remove curse to unattune it. Your lucky coin is a curse, so it would unattune your dagger.
Since when is the lucky coin a curse?
It's always been a cursed item.
Yeah.
You can't unattune it, and it damages you when you use it. That is literally the definition of a
Oh.
cursed item.
Okay. Because,
And we identified
wasn't
it, and you
going
knew
to
that.
anyway. I wasn't gonna anyway, but I'm definitely not attuning the key. All right.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, so do I? What
At least
do I
she
do?
physically couldn't see you through the tank, hopefully.
Make your
And I'm-
hide roll.
Right. Stealth check. Okay. Stealth is 21.
Okay, good to know.
All right, and that's my turn.
Alrighty. Top of the initiative, Faradir, you're up.
Hunter's Mark is running. I'm going to use Planar Warrior. Okay, so first attack is 10 plus 7, 20 to
20?
hit.
Okay.
Yes.
That will. Yep, nope. That'll hit.
Okay. So, 8. 6 is 14. 23, 24. 25, 26 damage.
26 damage? Okay, cool. As you hit her, that will trigger Last Stand of the Fallen.
Of course it will.
And we do want to try to, stabilize her and keep her alive. I'm just gonna say that.
Also, the foul bleeding.
Yeah. So as the arrows sink into her, her form kind of continues its twisted mummification. The flesh becoming desiccated and flaking slightly. The diamond bones falling from where they had been wings and instead circling around her. She gains Argent Shield. And let's see here now. I need who has direct line of sight to her. Mavana,
I do.
Ingrid, Faradir, and
I do not.
Frizz can all see her. I need each of y'all to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. That's 21 with a nat 20.
It does Watcher
Yes,
need
it
to
doesn't
since
matter.
he's hiding in my cloak, or is he good?
No, he can't directly see her if he's hiding in the cloak.
Okay, I got a
22.
21.
21? Okay. So that was a 20, a 21. What did you roll, Faradir?
22.
22. Okay, so that is half damage for everyone. So that is...
Do I need to roll for the spirit, or is it a type that's
No,
immune?
it's a type that is immune.
Okay.
That is 7 poison damage to everyone, and she heals 21. Alright. Sorry to interrupt your turn. You keep on being the one to drop her to 0, though.
Okay.
Feel free to
She
resume.
doesn't. Did you do the fouling and the bleeding?
She cannot be knocked prone, and she cannot bleed.
She ain't got no blood left.
Attack 2.
How many of those arrows do you have, anyway?
Enough. I've been keeping track.
Okay.
I
like
think
He
I've
had
already-
20 of the bleeding ones. I just don't know if he had to take a reload round, because he would have had to have reloaded, but maybe his stuff allowed it. But he had 20 bleeding and
Yeah, 20 interspersed. So
Okay, so 40
magazine.
rounds. Yeah, okay. That's no
And-
problem. I was just like, I
Dude.
can't remember how many of those he had.
so that's a crit.
Okay. She
Second one.
will... She doesn't have any legendary action.
okay, did you have 20 blood? You had burst 20. Never mind. I guess we'll worry about that later.
She doesn't have any legendary actions left, so she can't use can't downgrade it to a regular attack. Go ahead.
It's 3, 8, 9. Wait, yeah.
Because I wrote down that you had 20 burst arrows, but only 6 of the fouling arrows. Because you only had those from my hordes person. You didn't buy them at the shop.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, fuck. I think it was 17, 18, 19. Think 21 damage total.
Okay. Well, that undid the healing.
Yeah, so 20 and 20,
Mm-hmm.
2 each. So basically, I have 4 magazines.
Uh-huh.
I'm on my 3rd magazine.
Okay.
So-
Yeah, but you didn't have, as far as I know, you didn't have 20 fouling. You had the 6 I gave you, and then you purchased 20 burst arrows. We got 20 wounded from the crawl. You purchased burst, and I gave you 6 blunt, as far as I know. I have a question mark by it.
We can
So
check
maybe
it over
you bought
later.
it and it didn't get marked down.
We can check it over later. We're already more than halfway through the combat at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter anyway at this point, so. Yeah. Anyways, that's
Just
the
roll with it.
damage.
Okay.
And yeah, I haven't moved yet, so I'm assuming I can oh, mouse. I could kind of get onto it. Like, kind of between Briz and her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll just say there.
Okay.
Because I know he got hit pretty hard. Giving him some sort of cover
Okay.
in addition to what he was. Yeah.
All right.
And that's my
End the turn. That's her turn. She is going to produce from a opening in her chest the diamond coin. She moves forward. Let me check distances. It's too far from everyone else for her to get them. She doesn't know where Rail is. So she is going to go here and use the diamond coin to cast Steel Wind Strike. So I need to make an attack roll versus... Let's see now. Does she get a bonus? Choose up to 5 creatures you can see within range. Make a melee spell attack against each one. Okay. Melee spell attack is... So versus Fairdeer. That is a 22.
Nope.
No? Or yeah?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
That is... Come on, roll. Okay, fine. I will manually roll it then.
Which one?
Rolled twice.
Huh?
Which one?
Oh,
It rolled twice on roll
Oh,
20.
it showed... Oh, it didn't report the roll to me. Okay, that's annoying. Just the first one.
Okay.
38 damage.
As long as
Force.
it's not.
No. Sorry, it didn't tell me that it rolled, so it's like, nope, nothing's happening. Okay, great. Against Frizz, that is a 13. That misses. Versus the Spectre, because it's there. That is an 18. I assume that hits.
Let me double check the AC on the image. Is 16, so yes.
Alright. So
Spectre is still up.
that is 30 damage to the Spectre. That's still up. Does not see rail. Can't hit him. Ingrid is out of range. Mavana is up. So, or Mavana is in range. Her attack roll is 19. Mavana has 21 ace. Wait, hold on, no. Plus 8, right. What? Huh? Oh, 19, right. Sorry, it's been a battle. 19 AC versus Mavana's 21 AC. Does not hit. Mavana takes no damage from it. Okay. Good lord. Roll 1d6 to see if she can cast that again later. She can.
Great.
So let's see here now. That was her regular action. Let's see here now. Okay, so she really wants to chase after Rail, but she doesn't know where he went.
Oh no, how terrible for her.
Oh, by the way,
Oh, no.
Rail, you felt a very powerful pull in her direction a second ago.
Did I now?
Yes. Okay, so she doesn't know where she went. Fairdeer is in the tank, not easy to hit. Ingrid has been causing her a lot of trouble, but she doesn't think Ingrid has access or to coin. Frizz no longer has it, so he's not a priority. Yeah, she'd just go for the person that's been causing her the most trouble, which is Fairdeer and Ingrid. Fairdeer is closer. So that's 5. Can't enter the tank, but she can fly. Really? Really, roll 20? That's what you're going to do. She flies over the tank,
Well then.
makes a longsword attack against Fairdeer. That is a natural 1. Fuck you,
Yeah.
dice.
Thank you, Dice. Much appreciated.
I don't get a reaction, do I?
That is a. You can.
Oh.
What reaction do you want to take? I mean, do you have a reaction ability, or
Is she still holding the coin?
the coin is hovering about maybe 2 inches from her breastbone.
Oh, yoink!
You're going to reach out and grab it.
I mean, that's
That's
normally.
That's kind of an
Go
object
for it.
interaction,
Yeah.
and to do so, you
Oh, I
would need to
think
leave
that's
cover.
her reaction.
I mean, reactions aren't things you just declare you take. They're triggered by things other people do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just want to.
You can do it on your turn, no problem.
Okay, that's fair.
Just to check, does 26 hit?
Yes.
All right. That is 11 slashing and 13 necrotic.
Ouch.
Okay. Let's see here now. Oh, hold on. I didn't check her aura. Because she still has her corrosive aura. She was here. 30, 35. So, Faraday, you would have taken... let's see here now. 11 poison damage at the start of her turn. Sorry about that. Alright. And that's everything she's going to do now. Hermes is poofed. Is Kay doing anything?
I don't think you can.
Okay. Is Watcher doing anything?
Trying to decide, because he can't come back to me if he does, and I wanted him by me. But I kind of want to dump a potion on Frizz, so...
I'm also not looking too hot.
Yeah. Yeah, Watcher's gonna go. He has his special title. He's got to live up to it.
Aw.
Watcher is now with Frizz, and if you let him, he's going to fumble and take your greater potion and dump it on you.
Fine.
To you, but that's what he would probably see as a priority. Okay,
I mean,
so
I'll take it, I guess.
okay, so
It
I'm
brings me
gonna
to double digits.
remove the greater, and that's 4d4 plus 4. Do you want to roll it, or do you want me to roll it?
Either way works. I mean, I can roll it if you want me to.
Hey, I've been rolling
Go
hot.
ahead.
Y'all want me to roll it?
Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 plus 4. So 17.
That's not bad.
And Watcher doesn't really
No,
sit
it's
on
not
your
bad.
shoulder. He kind of gets under some of the equipment in the tank. In your spot.
No, that's okay. There's plenty of stuff to hide behind.
All right. End of Watcher's turn. She will use one of her legendary actions to make a longsword attack against Fairdeer. That is 19. Does that hit?
How
Why
much
is she got to
cover
be
do
such
I
a
have?
jerk?
Huh?
How much cover do I have?
I would say if you're in one of the flingers, you have half cover. If you're in the helm, you have 3/4.
Is that a +2?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. You take 4 slashing damage and 22 necrotic.
Okay.
How bad you looking?
I'm at 4.
All right.
Well then.
I mean, I was at 6. So, I feel your pain.
All right. Then it is Mavana's turn. Do I do this? Yeah, she would do it. Because she knows that y'all are friends. She will use her last healing light to heal Frizz.
Ravana, you getting a raise.
Frizz.
Yeah, heal Frizz 2. And then she will reach into the tank and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level on Fairdeer. Hold on, she'll need to move to do that.
Okay.
Cure wounds, 2nd level. That was a shit roll. 7 HP. But it's what she can do. Let's see here now. Dominion will use Leech the Light for one of her legendary actions. She's leech half of that, so that's 7 divided by... Not much, but every little bit counts. Action, bonus action, she does not want to risk giving a attack of opportunity, so she is going to stay where she is, and it is Ingrid's turn.
Okay, repositioning. I should still be able to hit her either way because of Spell Sniper. So I'm going to go for hitting the angel.
Okay.
I am declaring these are non-lethal.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go ahead and do them one at a time. What I'm going to do is do the damage on roll 20 so I don't have to change my formula.
Okay.
16 won't hit.
Nope.
28 should hit.
Yep.
Only 6 damage, but that should push her back 10 feet.
Okay.
Okay, that was 2. 28 again.
That'll hit.
11 more damage. And a pushback of 10 feet.
Man, I really miss having D&D.
Why is she at that strong an
Oh,
angle? Like, I'm
sorry.
only at... Shouldn't she be up one more? It doesn't matter. Okay, so that was the third, right?
Yes.
$22.
That will not hit. Or more accurately, it will hit one of the swirling bones.
Okay. That was the fourth one. 27.
That one will hit.
8 damage.
Okay.
And 24.
That one... 24? That one will hit.
7 more damage.
Okay.
And those would both move her back.
She is officially off the map.
I don't know if that gets her out of the aura range, but I hit 4 times for 10 feet. So theoretically, I think that gets them out of the aura range.
Yeah. Alright.
And so that was my movement, action, bonus action. Spirit is going to go chase her.
Okay.
And basically, she is off the map, but it can still reach her, so it will be in front of her. And... 26 and 20?
The 26 will hit.
Okay. And... I'm pretty sure she still can't be frightened, but
Yeah.
let me go ahead and do its
Check.
damage. Okay, 1d8 plus 8. So let me do that on here. 11.
11?
Non-lethal.
Alright. Anything else?
I think that's it for my turn.
Alright. Frizz, you're up.
Alright. I will be moving off of the tank.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get as far down as I should be able to get there. Go to the wall so I can target her but not hit the spirit. with a 7th level lightning bolt.
God damn.
Yeah. Let's see. She needs to make a dex saving throw of 18 DC.
Okay. That is a 14. Roll her magic resistance.
I hear a kitty.
Yep. That is a 9. Going to burn her second legendary resistance.
Cool. Let's see. That'll be 12d6 divided by 2. Go ahead and just 18, 17, 19, 20, 22, 32, 42, 46 divided by 2 is 23 lightning damage.
Alright. The electricity crackles as it strikes her, arcing through the crystalline bone structure. Her whole form shudders and arches. She drops to her knees for a moment. The crystal, the diamond coin, god damn it, sorry, it's been 3 hours of battle, I'm a little fried. Sparkling and
So is
glowing
she.
brightly.
Oh no. That does not sound good. Well then I will use my bonus action and suck up a 4th level spell slot into some sorcery points.
Alright. A crystalline
To get here.
Non-lethal if we can.
A crystalline aura starts to glow
I already did it.
around her 10 feet away.
I will use the rest of my movement to back up 1 space.
Ingrid, your spirit is pushed back 10 feet.
Okay. So she was 40 feet from this spot. So now the spirit is on the map.
Mhm.
Theoretically where she is,
Yes.
but I'll put it up
Yeah.
here.
Good to know.
Alright. That's
Alright.
all for me.
Rail, you're up.
Right. So she's off the map.
She is off the map,
And
surrounded by... You can't see her. She is off the map. She is surrounded by a 10-foot radius dome of some crystalline material that is opaque.
Yeah. So can I peek out and see how rough Faradir looks?
Yeah.
Because Faradir was still in pretty rough shape, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty much shaking at this point.
I'm so pissed I didn't manage to down any of y'all.
Like he looks like he's gonna go down in the next hit.
Okay, so you know what? I'm going to run out of cover. Can I just haul Faradir out of the tank and back behind the wall where we were?
Watch her like mentally squawks to not step on his tail.
Okay. Yeah. Come on.
if he
out,
does
out,
not
out,
resist
out. Move,
you-
move, move.
If he does not resist you, you can move at half your movement speed. Once you
Dang,
grab
okay,
him.
so that won't be enough to get. You
Well,
know what?
are you healing him or grabbing him?
I was going to try to get him and I can't get him and Mavana both to full cover, can I?
No.
Fine. What do I have? I am low on healing magic. I'm low on magic in general at the moment.
You have your potion.
I do have the potion. I also just remembered I cast Death Ward on Faradir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab Mavana and pull her behind cover.
You cast Death Ward on her too, though.
Oh, I did, didn't I? Okay. So you know what? Never mind. They can each survive a hit.
Yeah, screw it. They can die 1 time.
Yeah, they can
Yeah,
survive. She has her turn.
do neither of them has bless on them though.
No.
No.
So you know what? I was already within 30 feet of them, so I'm going to stay where I was.
Doesn't blast require seeing them? Or I guess.
I could.
Uh.
Can I peek out from behind cover and cast bless? It's got a 30-foot range.
I mean, from where
Given
you currently
that
are.
full-on heroics don't seem to be that necessary.
Oh, hold on. It's showing you in the location that you moved to, not. Okay. From there?
Yeah. Can I cast bless on both of them?
Well, the door. That's not the doorway.
It's not the doorway. I thought
The doorway
The
is
middle
here.
one's the door.
Oh dang it! I
So
should have
no,
been...
you can't cast bless through the solid wall.
Sorry, I was misunderstanding these as like columns. Okay, I'm going to move to the doorway. I can do that in 30 feet or less, and cast bless on both of them. How about that?
Yeah, totally.
And myself for good measure.
So the spiritual weapon leaves the field, right? Or no,
Spiritual
is it
weapon
concentration?
Is not concentration. Yeah, clerics are awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to cast bless at first level, because I can only target 3 people from where I'm standing anyway.
Okay.
Frizz is... hang on, how far away is Frizz? Yeah,
35.
sorry Frizz, you're too far away.
It's okay.
Watch
You know
her. No, you can do it on you. You probably want to do it on you.
Bless
You're a
the
person.
little dragon.
I am going to cast bless at first level. There. Cool. And how much did it actually cost me to move that? Whatever. This
20.
good. That's my
You have
level.
10 left.
Fine. I'm going to move 10 feet away from the impending explosion. So.
Okay,
there.
so you, Faradir, and Mavana are blessed?
Yes. Let's add a d4 to attack rolls and saving throws. Which I think we might be about to have to make a saving throw. We'll see.
A problematic field positioning for me.
Well, I was going to try to steal the coin, and then she got pushed entirely off the map. Which might save all our lives, but still.
She's only 10 feet in front of the ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
but
only-
there is absolutely zero way I could have run that far and stolen it, and grabbed the coin and then gotten anywhere
So
out of
she's an
harm's way.
opaque shielded thing, so.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to try to do before she got wrecked. I am not criticizing the wrecking. I'm just saying that Rail, every round in this combat, Rail has had a plan, and then by the time it gets to his round, the plan has been out the window.
Have a plan.
Yeah, no plan survives.
Throw out the plan.
No plan survives contact.
Make it up
No,
as
we
you
have
go.
like 2 minutes before the end, and our overtime can only go 30 minutes,
Yeah.
so let's try to get back on
Yep.
topic
Okay.
here.
Faradir is up, I believe.
Okay, so this shield, is it 10 feet in radius or diameter?
Radius.
Okay. This is probably stupid, but 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Most of the best things we do are stupid.
Okay. Is that her true position?
Yes.
And no, it's 10 feet beyond the
yeah,
ghost.
10 feet. Yeah.
She is slightly off the map.
Yeah, see, the problem with this is I don't make super giant maps, and my guys invariably get pushed off the map.
Well, super giant maps seem to be the way to go.
Okay, so if I'm right here, can you see me? I'm like 10 feet from
Yes.
the ghost.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 feet from the ghost is 20 feet from where the center of the dome is.
20 feet. Shit. That's not good.
We should also advance turn order if you get a second.
Oh, whoops, I thought I did that.
Sorry, I thought I had a thing, but I didn't.
Do you want to move
Well-
back since you misunderstood her position? I think that would be fair.
Let me look at how something.
You know what
works.
does have 60-foot movement though?
The tank.
The tank that you were standing on.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, fun fact: the tank can move without a driver if it's already like in that position.
okay.
It doesn't need a
if
brick
I
to be put on the pedal.
take
That's
go
a little scary.
all the way up to the thing. What does that require? An action?
To do what?
An action to get in the helm, and
Yeah.
then you can move it, and you're in control of it.
Okay.
But it's an action.
It's
That's
an
an
action,
action,
to get in the helm and move it. Correct?
Yes.
Well, it's an action to.
Move. It's an
interact
action
with
to
the helm.
move it. You can just move into the helm.
Yeah.
Okay. I do that.
Okay.
This thing that I don't have control over goes up to the little dome. Okay.
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 So I.
Are
right
you
here.
going around it to go around the spirit, or are you going through the spirit?
Oh, Misty Step. Hi. You're under arrest.
So you're misty stepping
So-
into the dome?
To confirm, you are misty stepping into a space that you cannot see.
I don't think you can.
I don't
That's
think you
what
can.
board is for, I guess.
You
You
have
can
to
crash
see,
into the dome with the tank.
You have to
two.
see where you're going with misty step.
Oh, okay. Well, then I crashed into it with the tank.
Okay. That is also an option.
I do that.
That'll be.
Yes. You're not
Only
not audible, huh?
Dome can make.
Okay, so Mavana and Watcher are in the tank.
Yeah.
He's in the tank. They're all off
Yep.
screen.
Like there
Well then.
is the best
Well,
I can do.
The
Don't
dome
forget
needs to
to
take.
D40 attack roll.
Okay, so I need the tank to make a Constitution save.
Could I have
Whoever
blessed
is the one in
tank?
control of the saves.
It's not a creature.
Okay. Just bless this tank,
The- It
that it may smite
+5
our
to the
foes.
Constitution. Yeah, it's the driver who gets to make the saves.
Okay, that's Faradir. Faradir, make a Constitution.
What's its bonus?
Plus
Does it have
5.
any? Okay.
+5,
That'd
yeah.
be a 3.
I'm sorry, a what?
3.
23? Okay, cool. The tank takes.
Sorry about your baby,
6d10
Frizz.
force damage. So tank takes 25
Okay.
force damage. Oh, it's still reading a still one
Okay.
strike. Whatever.
All right. Then,
Okay.
Faradir, because you're in control of the rolls, 25 is the mishap threshold. So with one hit, so you need to roll a d20.
Okay, that's a nat 20.
And that 20. That's one of the worst times to roll that 20, by the way.
Great.
Luckily, I designed this thing to not be able to do this thing. So that's kind of cool, I guess, but it can't stop it from flipping.
Yep.
But it can restabilize itself. So the vehicle flips over, falls prone, and comes to a dead stop in an unoccupied space. Any unsecured creature holding on to the outside of the vehicle must succeed on a DC 20 strength saving throw or be thrown off, landing prone in a random unoccupied space within 20 feet of the overturned vehicle. Creatures inside the vehicle fall prone and must succeed on a DC 15 strength saving throw or take 3d6 bludgeoning damage.
All right, Faradir, Mavana, and Watcher, make a strength saving throw.
Don't forget you get to add a
Okay.
D4.
Not Watcher, though.
Not Watcher. Sorry.
And that's,
Mavana passes it.
Okay, so Pseudo Dragon does not. So how much does Pseudo Dragon take?
How much? What did the pseudo dragon roll?
4.
Oh, then never mind. I can't help with that.
Yeah.
30, you need to roll 3d6 then.
Mavana will use
I
one
still
of
have
her
some
luck.
healing magic if we need it.
Mavana will use one of her luck points to reroll Watcher's d20.
I mean, it's still at a -2. We'll see what happens. One.
What? Nope. Okay, I can't do more than that.
Yeah. What did the Faraday roll?
Okay, I asked what the damage is because it gets a roll to resist that because it's not radiant or
Right, sorry.
It's
critical.
3d6 that.
He
Fair,
got
what
a
did you roll?
30.
A 30. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
basically,
need to roll
he
3d6 for the
was
damage.
Just like kind of hamster ball on the tank. He had no problem.
All right.
Here, I'll just roll it. That'll be 10, 12. 12 damage.
Okay, so it has to make a Constitution saving throw with a DC of 5 plus the damage taken. So it needs to get a 17 Constitution. Nope. See,
Another luck point.
Odd.
I mean it's familiar
Okay.
stats. They're not high.
All right.
I mean, yeah.
So Watcher is unconscious.
I'll heal him later.
All right. Anything else, Faraday, you want to destroy?
So that was my action, right?
And moving it was your action.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Did it
what
break
do
the dome?
I-
Did it break or damage the dome? We
No.
don't even know that yet.
It hit the dome. There was a shock of energy that ran through it and flipped it. And the dome seems fine.
So, this machine has the ability to write itself up because of the way its threads works.
It'll take an action to
So, I
do
mean-
someone needs to do that, though, using the helm. It
So you have a
does-
bonus action
Helm,
left,
it
or do
only
we go
moves
to her
light.
turn?
Yeah, because
So do
the machine
I have-
cannot
Yeah,
act
well,
on its own.
have a bonus action too. I
Yeah,
have
true.
unlimited movement.
Okay, what are you asking me?
Do
You
I
actually
still
have
have
movement.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. Unless
If
you
you're,
used it all to get in there.
I'm going to use not Misty Step but Ethereal.
Okay.
So, what's beyond the dome?
The street, citizens watching, possibly police running.
What's inside the dome?
You don't know. It's opaque.
Okay, if I step into the dome,
You're set. Okay, you are
Ow.
using ethereal step to step into the dome. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
okay, that's 23.
23. Okay, so you only take half damage. Let's see here now. 1, 2, 3.
It's like a very unfortunate turn.
So that's 35 force damage. You only take half of that. And you're
dear.
immediately expelled from the solid object.
That ignore all objects and effects that aren't on the ethereal plane.
What do you... Wait. Oh, wait. Are you on the ethereal plane or are you inside of it? Okay.
He said he did his bonus action. That is his ethereal
Ethereal.
step.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry. I
not
was thinking it was sorry.
Yeah.
I thought Misty Step for reasons like... Okay.
that's-
Ethereal, it
yeah,
is
that's
solid.
Okay. So there's
Does
no
he
like
still take the
There
damage
is
and the
no
same
insight.
things
No.
happen?
No, he's in a different plane of existence. I misunderstood what he was doing. There is no
Hey,
inside.
fair dear.
okay.
Interesting. Frizz,
Yes.
you didn't have any chance to figure out what that key does, did you?
You could tell us that there's no inside if you want, if you're still conscious, or did he take the damage?
He didn't take the
I
damage.
think he
I
didn't take the
misunderstood.
damage.
I'm sorry.
And what do you mean by the key
But-
does? Like
but
what
he
it
hasn't
does?
told
like
anyone that it's solid, so like just keep that in mind. He didn't actually tell.
Well, he's in the ethereal plane right
Mhm.
now. So y'all
Yeah.
don't see him or hear him or anything.
Oh, I still have my movement.
Yeah. I do
So-
not recommend ending your turn inside that dome.
No. So I'm going 5, 10, 15. And I think I can just go through walls.
Yes.
I'm going to basically be in the building
Okay.
next to
So,
inside. Yeah. And that's
You know
my
what?
turn.
I can't hear you over there.
I don't know how you're that far because the dome was off the map, and then the vehicle flipped over the dome. So you have
Okay.
to keep in mind you have to take it like 15 extra feet away at least from
Let's
the
just
corner.
say I'm in the building.
Okay.
You know
So
what?
that's
Okay.
fine.
I am going to request divine intervention.
Okay, go ahead. Make your roll. What's your current level?
My current cleric
12,
level.
right?
Does that have to be your
is-
turn or it's any time?
I believe it's an
Are-
anytime
I-
thing.
Are we still on initiative action?
Yeah,
We're on Fairdear's
I'm
turn.
waiting for Fair
Oh, it's as an action. I'm sorry. I thought we were out of combat. I'm sorry.
Not yet.
Ignore me. Ignore me.
All right. So the dome starts glowing and pulsing this deep energy feed. And 7 rounds after she heard Ingrid call for help, Cathal arrives from not inside the building, but being carried in the air with Dominion. Damn it! Sorry.
Devotion.
It has been a fucking game.
It's not just me
Devotion.
then.
The blade-winged angel
Alright.
form of devotion slams down onto the top of the crystal. There's a resounding crack of energy. Cathal leaps from where she was riding with him, lands on the ground.
If we're skipping ahead 7 turns, can I have already healed Watcher?
It has been 7 turns. This is
No.
the 7th round.
Oh,
Yeah, it's-
okay.
You
I
called
see.
for help 7 turns ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought.
Egg cracks.
I was in the middle
Devotion.
of monologue.
Devotion slammed down top of the.
Okay, there we are. Sorry, monologuing is difficult if you can't memorize stuff effectively. She lands next to where the machine flipped over, pulls out what looks like the turret that y'all had seen her use in the fight against the dragon, though this one is much larger. She slams it onto the ground, and a wave of blue shimmering force engulfs not just her but the building. You can see through the field. Devotion has this weird kind of long, almost circular curved blade that he's driving into the crystal. He twists it. There's a audible crack as the sphere shatters in half. He grabs something from within it and immediately launches up into the air. Flying at a high speed, he clears the top of the buildings in a second and is maybe 300 feet up after that before there is a whoom sound and just a radiant cascade of white light pours down from above. And now initiative is broken.
Right then.
You think maybe this is our specialty?
I think it's time to go heal Watcher.
Yeah, I'm going to drop a cure wounds on Watcher.
I'm gonna take the day off.
Healing. Watcher heals back 7.
Okay, Watcher is at max.
Okay.
Ingrid goes and slaps Fairdear and dumps all of her arrows she's been storing for him on the middle of the floor and storms back outside.
All right.
How hard did you slap?
Everyone's still
No,
conscious.
I have
really-
a minus to strength. It doesn't do damage, but there are like 300 arrows at your feet, and Ingrid storms back outside.
You might want to apologize there.
10 seconds
What?
after the explosion happens, the wave of light crashes into that shield, and it just shatters into millions of ethereal shards that kind of vapor away. Cathal's, didn't think I would get him in time.
Is there
Thank you.
anything left, or is it just gone?
Of what? The shield?
Of Dominion?
Or of any... Yeah,
There is
of
a-
Dominion of the Fallen.
There is a large crystalline structure that is cracked open, about maybe 10 feet down the street from where y'all are. You don't know.
Mhm.
You would have to go and investigate if you want to learn more.
Let's
Yeah,
go take
I
a
was
look.
gonna go look at it.
Let's
Alright.
go take a look.
Does
But
anyone
before
actually need healing? Y'all are good, right?
I am good. I was going to say, before I get anywhere
I
close
can
to
sleep
it,
it off. It'll be
I'm
fine.
poke at it with a mage hand from 30 feet away.
All right. As you poke at it, you hear a kind of sound.
I mean, I'm going right up because I have the chain and the lock for if we were going to lock wings,
All right.
where they have the manacles.
Don't we
Yes.
have somebody who specializes in this on our payroll now?
Inside the split dome is what looks like a very large pigeon or a dove, though it's made of crystal. There is what looks like a red spot within its crystalline structure that slowly beats with a pulsing throb of like a heartbeat. It kind of looks up at you.
I don't
The
know what
crystalline dove does.
Yes.
But that is not it.
How big is the dove? Is it still human size or is it dove size?
It's maybe the size of a large cat.
Okay, I am going to put it in a sack then.
Oh,
It starts fighting like fuck.
Is the coin gone?
no.
You do not see the coin.
We do not put live
was the
animals
potion?
in sacks.
I'm going to put it inside 4 sacks.
You know what?
Make a
Animal
strength check
handling
or
check.
an animal.
Unlikely to work.
To
But
make
I
an
am
animal
going-
handling check to like pacify it.
I was
Okay.
going to say, I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay. Make your animal handling check.
Am I supposed to be doing a strength or animal handling? You told me strength,
I
right?
want a strength check from you because you're trying to force it into a sack.
Ingrid,
Okay.
Ingrid. Ingrid,
Ingrid.
Oh dear.
It's alive. You can't do that with live
Ingrid, no.
things.
Ingrid, no.
It
Stop
didn't
it.
work.
What was your animal handling check?
21.
21? Cool. You take a point of force damage as it bites you.
Eh?
I'm going to cast Speak with Animals in
Okay.
case it does anything useful. Can you understand us?
You don't get a response.
Right.
Why did you try
I'm
to
gonna
stuff
try-
it in the sack?
Building.
It's starting to struggle. It wants you to let it, it wants to go.
No, you're going in the building. I'm sorry. Don't make us use spells on you. You're going in the building. You're caught. I'm going to put you in an office. Fairder never uses his.
And it all, Ingrid, I think. Oh. I'm not sure what's going on at this point anymore.
She's like crossed her arms with like the bag in one hand. It's like you're going inside. If you hop I'll just carry you if you let me take you inside. And she goes to grab it.
So I did not notice, but Wear Tag and XQC Dog Food, thank y'all for the follow today.
Oh, cool.
Anyway,
Uh,
it is not
Dog food, sure. We need dove food, apparently.
It is not going with you.
No persuasion check.
Make a persuasion check. It's got a pretty high DC.
17.
isn't immediately flying away. You're not sure if it can fly.
Right, this is like made of apparently living crystal, right?
Mhm.
We're just gonna put you in an office while we figure things out and see if we need to talk to you. Fairdeer can give up his office for a little bit. It's not a jail cell, it's just an office that locks, but the unlock is on the inside. Come on, let's go. I'm just gonna try to grab it again.
Make a
I'm gonna.
strength check.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I want to touch the actual the crystal dome thing. See if it's still
It's
doing stuff.
It starts to crumble when you actually put at it. It has like an almost egg-like quality to it when you start touching it and it cracks.
Damn. Oh well.
Okay.
So strength check since I'm trying to carry it inside, I guess.
No, it's strength check because you're trying to wrestle it. If only
Well,
you had
I talked to it again.
Yeah, it's not listening to you. If only you had someone in the group that's good at grabbing things.
I got a 19.
Oh, okay, then yeah. You have it, you got a good grip on it now. It can't get loose. It only has a strength of 7.
I tuck it under my arm and I take it to Fairdeer's office.
It is struggling the whole
Hopefully
way.
there are no windows in the
The
office.
second you put it down in the office, it starts destroying things.
He doesn't have anything in there but a desk.
Yeah, it's like pecking and clawing at the desk.
Cool.
So I close the door and it's like, okay guys, we have a pet bird. I don't know what we're supposed to do now.
Okay, let me tell you what we're not supposed to do with it. Asphyxiate it by putting a sack over its head.
Freeze. I mean, I don't breathe. Watcher doesn't breathe. It's made of crystal.
You don't
Yes.
get to be like Dibs and
But
then
still.
kill it and then make it your undead bird. That's not fair.
Alright, I know we didn't get a lot of role playing
What's
this
a-
session, but we're going to have to go ahead and call it soon. So
That's fair.
people can get
Okay.
going. I'm impressed. I'm a little
We
pissed.
didn't die.
I almost got a couple of y'all.
Yes.
Should I go ahead and
Jeez.
bonus action heal y'all a tiny bit?
I'm okay. But I'm a little bit low on spells for the rest of the day.
Same.
Okay, short rest then.
Yes,
Alright, hey
burned an
everyone.
entire day's worth of resources.
Yeah, and it's not even noon. Hey everyone, thanks
Yeah,
for joining
I
us on the
mean,
bonus
I've got-
roll.
I put my spirit on guard duty.
That thing can't have more than like 10 minutes left to it at this point.
Hey, this whole battle took like 2 minutes. I have like 18 minutes of guard duty.
42 seconds according to Equilibrium. The music
Gee.
y'all been listening to is provided by Sirenscape. Dominion of the Fallen was designed by me with advice from a few people I talked to on Twitter and other places. Thank you everyone to your help who gave suggestions on how to make this fight tougher. Apparently the group has a new pet. Join us next week where we will have... It's going to be entirely roleplay. Like, it's just going to be
Yeah.
everyone trying to figure out what the fuck just happened.
What just happened? Who is that?
Yeah.
Why did she turn into a bird?
Well, she didn't turn into a bird. The bird turned into an angel. Just revert to that.
I mean,
Who knows?
if she had polymorph,
Fairdeer didn't kill Watcher. Watcher is a heroic being much like Kay and any other living creature, and if dropped to 0, has death saves.
Yeah.
yeah, if I wanted to kill Watcher, I would have used my bow. Obvious.
Alright. Hey, watch this channel later. I have this new streaming program I'm using, and I'm going to see if it'll actually let me stream, like, Warframe or something later. So, who knows?
Ooh.
and I can't join you because it's like 120 gigs. So I
Warframe?
uninstalled.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's a lot.
I know.
it's a
Like,
lot.
if I had,
There's a
like,
lot of game in that game.
Well, okay, so it's a problem of I never got my computer or secondary hard drive and just kept the, stock crappy hard drive. So the fact that I'm out of space is on me, but
Yeah.
I cannot download 120 gigs in time.
So, guys, just so y'all know, you should follow us on Twitter at Bonus Roll for updates and information about like when we're going live and what shows we're doing and what's going on. Meryl, say the line.
All right, folks. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And please always make like a polite werewolf. Like and subscribe.
Check out our socials. Check out the wonderful wiki being worked on by Ziziva and the rest of the bonus cast. Stay tuned. We may have a new show coming in the next week or so on Thursdays. Maybe.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe.
preparing. We'll find out.
All right.
All right.
So
Take
far,
care,
I've
folks.
worked 2 hours this week. So
All right. We're done. This is over. It says show
Alright.
over, and it says thanks for watching. Follow us on Twitter. I really like this. It was really intuitive to get everything set up, even though it won't let me copy everything over from Streamlabs. And there's no paywalls.
Nice.
Good job, Twitch.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I have a question. I just thought of this. So for our Patreon, we should put all the stat blocks of things on there.
Oh my god, I'd have to recreate like 3 of them. But I'm fine with that. If we could actually get people to sign up on the Patreon.
Yeah, no, I was saying like we can do that as part of the incentive to like put stuff on there. If we put stuff on there first, then like hopefully people will pay for it.
Well, my plan
We
is to run games for our Patreon people and share
Yeah,
homebrew with them. Like people who join the Patreon would definitely get like be able to download a copy of the Feast domain or the School of Familiars wizard that I'm working on.
Oh, cool.
I think I got help out.
Yeah,
It's
no,
been fun, guys.
we're done.
Thanks.
I mean, oh wait, I forgot to mute this. We should mute this and go. Bye, everyone.
Probably. I'll be leaving at the
Take
hand.
care.
Bye.
I'm gonna hit the
Thank you for
treadmill.
coming.